And hello, everybody out there. Thanks for
Well,
swinging by and checking out Lancer on the Untold Stories project. We're all very excited tonight.
It was like just a week ago I was here.
I hate to ruin the intro, but it was the second I did a wave, and I realized I look like one of the guys in Grease
You're the
with
one
the
that I
new
want.
haircut.
The hair. The hair.
Ah,
It's a good
the
look for your
black
character. I think you should
cardigan.
just rock with it. Just roll with it.
Oh,
Who
it was
are you?
it was that horrible realization, and I'm so sorry to interrupt the intro.
No, just use those vibes. But yes,
No,
Just wait till you go first. It's gonna be amazing.
hello everyone. Welcome back to this Lancer mini-series/campaign. I am Calvin, and I will be the GM for this series. Lancer, for people who may not know, is a mech RPG set in the far future where mechs and mech pilots are both part of life and the stuff of legends. Lancers stand out among pilots as the best of the best, whose actions can have effects on themselves, others, and the worlds they live in. We, of course, appreciate all the follows and subs on Twitch. And if you do either of those or get some bits as well, you can give an accuracy bonus to the player of your choice that they can use in a role in the game. That can probably save their butts from the consequences of my actions. Speaking of players, let's have them go ahead and introduce themselves. And I guess let's go alphabetically by player name and start with Deuce.
Howdy, everybody. I'm the Deuce. I'm the pompadour to Kevin's bowl cut of the Untold Stories project. I'll be playing our delightful little guy Wade, also known as Redneck, and his delightful mech Jezebel, his little lady. And to answer the question of the day, I adore close-up magic. It is a little bit of guilty pleasure of mine. I think Penn and Teller are phenomenal, and I'm sad that they have decided to part ways. But yeah, so as the confusion sets in and we see what happens, we'll go with my partner in crime.
very confused in everything because Calvin said alphabetical order by player names, but then I thought you meant like character player names, and then you said Wade, and then I was like, doesn't that be the end of it? And then Deuce for a question that I don't have the answer for. Hi guys, I'm Jemmy. I'll be playing Lupo. Um, Aside from crying about my haircut and realizing who I look like now, I thought the haircut was pretty cool. Now I feel stupid. No, I don't know. I do like close-up magic too, but I would say I probably prefer those little like oh, it's not close-up magic. What's it called? Uh, the little like illusions that you have to like look at like really closely, like eye tricks. Those are fun. And I'll pass it over to the person I dragged into this, Tegan.
Hi, I'm Tegan. I play Milo. My answer to the question of the day is I don't even actually know what the question of the day is. So
Neither do I.
so I'm gonna say I really enjoy watching videos of animals doing things that they don't normally do. Um and I'm gonna throw it at Wiki.
Hi, I'm Wiki. I play HVAC, the resident vent protector. And my answer for the question of the day is candles. I will be taking no questions. Back to Calvin.
Have you guys seen the one magic trick that's like the bottle becomes a glass, glass becomes a bottle? That is almost impossible if there is another bottle. I love it.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's so funny.
Um, I did remember I need to come up with a question of the day, but then I was like, it's like a half hour before the game, and also it's kind of funnier when I don't. So
I like this trend. I'm happy to be a part of it.
maybe next week I'll think of something. That's the problem for next week, Calvin. But the problem for present Calvin and present players is that we are now going to return to our story. So when we last left off, you were all essentially tasked with helping out your home of Hell's Gate, this space station that's orbiting a planet and is in very rough condition at the moment, as the printer has broken. And this printer, of course, is a 3D printer that's used for repairing parts as well as your mechs. Unfortunately, a recent flood in the station caused damage to the printer. However, it is possible to find a part to replace it, but to do so, you would have needed the assistance of finding a listening post to do some tracking throughout the system. But to find that listening post, you need to deal with an asteroid that was basically filling the scanners with static. So we have hop, skipped, and jumped down this thread of adventure. And at this point, you have taken control of a listening post from a mech pilot by the name of Signal, which was spelt S1GN4L, the coolest guy in space.
Nope.
Well, that's a statement.
And it seems to be the exact thing you need. You collected a whole bunch of scan data from this listening post, and you're also able to take note that Signal was doing a lot of contract work for a contact known as Drivetrain. It seemed that Drivetrain had been hired by a client to find something out in space, specifically within the Calliope system. And it seemed that right when you caught up with him, Signal managed to send something important over to Drivetrain. However, more importantly, you have that data, you have your ship to get back home, you have a handful of pirates that you did not kill, and you are, at this point, arriving back in your home of Hell's Gate Station, sort of pulling into the hangar on this freighter ship piloted by your AI pilot, Bobby.
Bobby!
Bobby!
Hi, Bobby!
Bobby.
And Bobby, just with his ever-present positive personality, is just like, and now we are arriving back home. It's good to be back. As the ship itself touches down.
Bobby, you'll have to go hang out with Bobby. See how Bobby's doing.
Yes, there are two Bobbies. I believe one is an IE.
Hold on. I wrote it down. Yes. Our Bobby is spelled with a Y. New Bobby is IE.
Correct.
So, yes, the Bobbies can have their time to hang out, but awaiting you as you land is a couple of people. One of them, once again, being Switch, the popular streamer who lives on the station. And
You're the popular part.
they're popular. That's certainly
Just
true.
not with us.
For whatever reason, I think they're cool. Oh, Wiki's just resubscribed and gives accuracy to Deuce.
I don't know what to do with things like that.
Use them and make things go boom.
I was like, reroll.
Well,
Yeah, just put on a roll and see what happens. Switch seems very excited to see you land, and as well, you do see a rarity. You do see the holographic image of Shelly, who looks rather impatient. Shelly being the resident NHP who manages most of the gate's systems. So as the ship opens up, similar to what happened previously, Switch kind of just darts forward, already bringing up cameras for a apparently ongoing live stream.
it's very quickly a face full of puppy.
Just
Real quick.
what's up?
Yeah, did the stream just go
Yeah,
down?
I think the
Oh.
stream just.
Okay, I thought it was maybe me, and then I
Uh.
refreshed, and it.
It would appear our stream went down, which is very disappointing because I was just going into the history of the dogs playing poker, and the various different paintings. The most well-known one, and which one is my personal favorite.
That's weird. Streamlabs doesn't have any indication that it's down. Says it's still alive.
Yeah, it's showing as live, but it's not showing anything. I don't know if it's
Is it back up now?
no. Hold on. What? Maybe.
Because YouTube and Twitch are saying that there's live streams currently happening.
Apparently, I broke it by resubbing.
Look what you did.
It's very important resub.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
It seems to be up now.
Okay. I kind of wish Streamlabs had some. If there's a thing that shows the stream performance, I don't know where it is.
It says offline.
So funny enough, YouTube never went down, just Twitch.
Yeah, it's always just Twitch.
Okay, so this is a blame Twitch situation.
Looks like.
Okay, are we back up on Twitch?
It looks like we are, yes.
Okay. Switch.
The people on YouTube are like, what is happening?
Don't worry about it. If you're watching this on the VOD later, just fast
There we go.
forward through the thing you already saw. Yeah, Switch seems very excited once again to see the Heroes of Hell's Gate return. Opening up the stream with just a... What's up, Lancers? It's your boy Switch, back at it again with the Heroes of Hell's Gate, and it looks like they're returning from another successful mission.
Hey, Switch, buddy.
Let's smell
Right.
the fire.
It's Switch, right?
Yeah, yes.
Cool. Tell them all the cool old-fashioned words you learned there, puppy.
Yeah. we honed some noobs. Is that how you say it?
So you're saying it, walking on by.
Yeah, there was actually
In
a whole lot
showers.
of traffic going on about your battle, but we didn't get any visuals. Someone had started a stream, but quickly ended it. It seemed like the other guys thought the fight was going not so much in their favor.
Shocking.
So,
Yeah, I'd say.
I need to get all the details from you guys.
We kicked ass. They're dead.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
No, right. Sorry. Only the ones you got your hands on.
No. I actually don't think I killed any of them. No, I did. Did I kill one? I don't.
You did.
I think I killed two while we were out there. Oops.
You actually killed all of them, puppy. You have the most blood on your hands. If anyone should be talking to the local badass of the group, it's you. This is all being signed.
I got like three. I almost said 3/3 of that. Oh, I might need to get my head checked.
I think maybe you need to go to the medical bay because you did get like 5 concussions,
Yeah,
Fire
one after
hydrant.
the other.
Is fire hydrant still on fire? Did somebody ever put that out? Because I know I didn't. I think I was asleep the whole ride back. I don't remember.
no, you would have been able to clear your heat by now, yes.
But your
Ow.
cargo bay's still open. And I don't mean
Oh,
that
yeah.
metaphorically. I mean that in a
A
very
literal
literal sense. Yes.
I have to
And then
get
just
that
a little
fixed.
look down. And metaphorically.
Huh?
Your flies down.
Oh, lovely. Oh no, that's nothing new. Yeah, I got pretty beat up, but I think I dished it back out pretty well. We got some new buddies over here. We got the Hammer.
Minesweeper.
Oh, I think it's what the Hammer.
It was Hammer, Minesweeper, and Signal who survived the battle.
I thought Minesweeper got flattened. Oh no,
No, it was the other.
I was thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking of a Meltdown who got flattened.
Yes, the one with the turrets.
So we got a fella named the Hammer who he lived up to his name. We got Minesweeper and wasn't
Signal.
Signal pops up. Yeah, it's Signal. Remember the name.
No.
right Signal. Yeah.
Signal
Oh.
seems to be trying to like pop up in the background of the stream, and all the camera drones seem to be purposely avoiding him.
Yeah, they kept talking weird. They had this weird little, I don't know, old speak.
It's called late speak.
whatever he said. And I mean, I feel like the only one who really lived up to the intimidation was the Hammer.
Just signing. Minesweeper did place mines.
Right, Minesweeper did place mines. I mean more of like the fear factor of it. Everyone else kind of folded like wet
kind
paper.
of wreck shop.
They were all BC cradle worshiping chuds.
I don't know what that means, but
And
sure.
they all got blown up. Can we go back to work now?
That's fine by me. I actually need to go to medical.
Yeah, Switch is just like, okay, well, hey, don't let me keep you. I know you guys got some important stuff to do. And as for you guys, and they point to the camera, we'll be right back after I've got to run a handful of ads, and then we'll be right back. I don't know what the ads would be, but
No. Special places to buy vent crabs.
Spaceway
Followed
where
up-
you can refill your worker suits.
And followed up with a vent crab extermination ad
Vent crab extermination service.
to cover all your vent crab needs.
they're in cahoots. But yes, Shelly has been waiting there, seemingly like you've never seen a hologram look so impatient. And she just says, sorry I didn't interrupt you earlier. Jerry is hoping that more positive news will, well, improve the mood around the station.
Jerry!
More positive to what?
Yeah,
Did something happen while we were gone?
Did the moon go sour?
No, as I understand, he was hoping you would bring back some good news, and from what you mentioned previously, you'd wanted Switch to make sure to put out some more feel-good stories.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't know that would involve our faces, though.
Oh, you want feel good stories? I mean, is us killing folks a feel good story? Cause that's all we talked about, kind of.
Yeah, if it's pirates threatening the station, mathematically, yes.
I think we did a good job.
All right.
In any case, Jerry would like to see you in the briefing room. And as I understand, you acquired some data as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we got a bunch of that data shit.
And some more recruits.
More people to help deflood the flood.
Well, I'll have Chief MacArthur take care of them, and I'll talk to... Oh, there's 2 Bobbies now. I'll talk to the Bobbies about this data.
Yes. Hey, don't let that signal kid or anywhere near any tech, because he's a sneaky little bastard.
Put him in the most dark sector we got. No electricity, nothing analog even. Don't give him any access.
You guys talk like you want to do torture. It concerns me.
No, I don't want torture. That is inhumane and cruel. I just want him away from anything that could lead to me getting a, what are they called? Fishing mail?
Shelly just says, I'll be sure to keep S1GN4L away from anything too technological. I've
Good
seen
enough.
his work, and it's rather annoying.
Yeah, cheating ass bastard.
Swan get Fornal. I still wonder how his name's supposed to be pronounced. You guys keep saying Signal, but that's not how Signal's spelled.
I think that's the intent.
kind of the point.
I just refuse to acknowledge it.
Swan
Same.
get Fornal. Whatever.
And HVAC is just gonna walk past everybody grumbling about cheaters and dumb cradle chuds and walk into
This is a
walk
pause
into the
before-
office.
At this signing, I'm gonna go shower. I still smell like I was on fire.
Probably because you were.
Exactly.
Lance
I
and
smell
Lupo
it.
before they run off. You good?
What do you mean?
Making sure you're all right.
I'm fine. It's just duty.
Yeah.
All right. You need to vent. Just give me a yell, all right?
Statham Vance! I stick my head back out of the office.
The other vent, the talking kind.
Let him go. All right, puppy.
Vance don't. Whatever. Hey, Jerry, how's it going?
Jerry.
So you head back to Jerry's office. In the short amount of time it takes you to walk to the office, Shelly has already reappeared there and seems to be going through the data collected from the listening post. Jerry, greeting you all, maybe blushing a little at your excitement, just addresses all of you saying, all right, looking through what you pulled out of that listening post, there is something we can use. It's, I don't want to jinx it, but it's something promising. Shells? And Shelly sort of, like, there is a display screen in the briefing room. It's got, like, a long crack running through it, but it's still functional. And at the moment, it's showing a map of the system itself, and then it sort of zooms in, going towards the edge of the system, on a planet orbiting the far end of Calliope, by the name of Chameleon.
Mhm.
That's the
Yes.
name of an old cradle animal, if you didn't know.
Shelly just sort of glances in your direction. I am aware.
Well, I was talking more to everyone else. I know you probably know about everything, don't you?
A rare smirk from Shelly. I try.
All right,
but
that's
the-
fantastic. What is so interesting about Chameleon?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the animal for a second. Sorry, I'll hold my tongue.
Shelly will say,
You
more
know.
so, it's something interesting in what's in orbit around it. I've done a look through this data and confirmed with my own scans. There's some sort of debris. There's a debris cloud around the system, and its analysis of it seems to indicate that the debris is from a spacefaring vessel, likely a large capital-scale ship. This debris trail is smaller than I would expect from a wrecked ship of that size, certainly given how much time it seems to have been out there, but it's still, which means it's still likely mostly intact. I wasn't able to get a sufficient enough scan to provide a complete shape of it, so I can't say with any exact certainty what it is. My best guess, it's a Harrison Armory colony ship. And a ship of that size will definitely have a printer, which means it will have the part that we need.
Hey,
And no one else has really found this?
Well, that is the bad news part. It was
Did you say Harrison?
Harrison Armory.
Okay.
And you being people who live in this setting would know that Harrison Armory
Yeah.
is a large corporate state. It's one of the major mech manufacturers with a very... they like to colonize certain spaces for good or for ill. There are certain
bet-
rules that Union
Mostly
has
that
are,
second one.
Yeah.
I ripped my targeting sensor out of an old Harrison Armory mech.
Oh yeah, they've got the best weapons and gear, but they also, there are certain rules that Union has that are because of Harrison Armory. In any case, Shelly will continue. I should warn you that whatever this thing is, Andros Capella was desperate to find it. I recovered a series of increasingly unhinged and threatening emails that he sent to S1GN4L over the last few weeks. In fact, once you hit that outpost, S1GN4L was just hours away from telling Capella that he had found this object.
Okay, does Andros know? Do we know if Andros knows? Did that information get to him?
That seems likely.
Great.
Oh, man.
So we need to go like now.
No.
How yeah. Strange ask. How far, if you had to just pretend, well, you are talking about, make it understandable for me how far it would be.
Well,
This many.
traveling at normal flight speed, it will take you about 2 weeks to reach the location. Fortunately, the Dragon's Tooth is out of repair and should be functional for this journey.
Ooh.
How much of a head start has Andros got on us? Would you estimate?
I can't be certain. It will be based on how quickly he was able to receive this message and how quickly he intends to fly there. If at all.
All right, everybody, get a shower, fix your shit, pack your shit, and let's go.
Funny, you think we would have fixed most of this, but let's go.
Shelley will say,
All
I'll update Chief MacArthur to make sure your mechs are in as good condition as they could be. Be sure to meet with her before you leave.
Alright.
Good stuff.
Understood.
So you've got a bit of time to, facilitate some mech repair, check in on some peeps. Various.
I gotta check.
Yep.
I gotta check my vents. I gotta check my crabs. And I gotta check on the crazy lady to make sure she ain't broke nothing.
Not in that order.
Not necessarily in that order.
Okay, let's check on
I
those.
should probably sneak in a shower in there too, because it got real hot in my mech.
I am assuming you will all
too.
shower.
Me too. Oh.
All right, let's start with those vents then. Just to see how things play out. Do you have any relevant narrative skill triggers that you would want to roll for this?
Oh Lord. Really? Hold on.
Wait. Oh. I have no idea what I just did, but like 8 things popped up and immediately closed.
When it comes to my vents, I could just use repair and maintain, just kind of checking things over.
Yeah.
Did that roll? Okay. I need you to move, Jerry. You're in the way. Hold on. There we go.
Excuse me,
Daydreaming
Jerry.
over there a little?
I don't mind if you're like hanging out in my room, but I need you to be not in the way, sir.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait, let's go back to that first part there. Jerry's in your room? Okay.
Making moves. We're proud of him.
Jerry!
No, puppy. This is them time, not us time.
This is don't get in the way time.
So in the course of...
So it's an 18.
Okay, so you are able to sort of check in on the vents. With the damage that occurred in the station, some of it did get to the ventilation system in certain areas. Fortunately, you do have Benny there, who has been putting in some real work with fixing these systems and has shown surprising technical skills and expertise.
Benny.
However, during the course of checking the vents, there is at one point you feel like a rumble from outside, as it seems like someone is poking at the vent from outside.
Stop poking at. What are you doing? Who is that?
There's just a muffled voice on the other side. Felicitations, comrade. I see you've returned.
No, absolutely not.
Wait a minute.
What are you doing?
Well, you told me to stay out of the vents, but then I heard a noise in the vents, and I wanted to make sure it was you and not the crabs.
Okay,
Actually,
first
I'm
of all,
scared of crabs.
why would that matter?
They are up to something. I don't know the full scope of it, but I imagine something will happen soon.
Cool. But stop poking at stuff.
Poking at
We've
stuff
had
is
this
like
discussion.
90% of what I do.
Yes. And fixing after you poke shit is about 112% of what I do.
Yes, that's the dance we have, the back and forth.
I did not consent to this arrangement.
Oh, really? Oh, I was enjoying it.
Cool.
Getting all the
Not my
helpers
kink,
today.
lady. Not my kink.
Very well then. I shall return to my normal activities and I will entrust the vents to you.
Okay. I'll let you know if something weird goes on with the crabs.
Please do.
Okay. Bye now.
He's a little too invested in crab lore, I feel.
Just a quick friendly tap on the vents before she seems to just vanish.
Little doo-doo.
Swear to
I
God.
don't think there's such
Yeah,
thing as a
different
friendly
definition.
tap on
Friendly
vents.
As much as one can be.
I'm before we leave, I'm gonna take one of my pet vent crabs and put it in one of the big fish bowls and just leave it outside her quarters.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
She will adopt
Or
it.
very threatening.
Ah,
I fear she's
She-
going to take that as a sign of courting.
Yeah. There's
Or
a
she's gonna
there's a
worry
couple
they
different ways she
mobilized
could take
and-
that. She could also think that it's a declaration of peace from the vent crabs.
They're mobilizing. He came to lay a decree at her doorstep.
It's a warning. Okay.
These scratches in the floor. It must be some declaration.
Meanwhile, Wade,
Yes, yep.
you've gotten yourself cleaned up. You have the station. You can check in and make sure the relationship is going well with the various miners around the station.
Right?
With an E.
Hey, kids, do you like wait, no.
All I can think of is Transformers. The miners.
I know what you're. I get it. I see the reference.
I get that reference.
I understood that reference.
Okay, so you are able to.
Check in with Tika. And
Yes.
so, how's it been going? The new blood's working out?
Yeah, surprisingly well. They've kind of taken to work pretty quickly. We haven't had a chance to put them on an actual dig yet, but most of the what do they call it? Moonlighter pirates. They're just desperate people who need a proper job or somewhere to put their head down.
I'm glad they've been working out. I mean, I'm sure you can use whatever hands you can get here, and with a bit of luck, you'll probably hate it when I say it, but 2 weeks out, 2 weeks back, and a couple days gone, we should hopefully have a printer again. So that might get things back to normal.
That would be nice because we've been way behind on repairs. Although I assume your mechs will be the first to get their jobs done.
Then maybe, maybe not. Look, if we get this and get it done, maybe we can put you guys up front and we can take a little bit of a breather.
He puts his hands up a little. No, it's not that I'm complaining. From what I've heard, you've taken out some sort of listening post out there, and that sort of thing puts my guys at risk.
Puts us all at risk. You know, we're one big happy family, right? I give him the pat on the shoulder.
Yeah, he will take that pat on the shoulder and then put one of his big hand out for a handshake. That's too true. At the end of the day, we all lift together.
There you go. Give him a manly handshake. Don't grasp hands, grab forearms. The overly testosterone, like 80s man handshake.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Keep it down. Keep it locked down here then, and yeah, we'll be back soon. Glad to hear they're working out.
Speaking of working out, you do see Benny hanging around here, sort of tinkering with some of the mining equipment.
We'll pop over and take a look, see what he's working on.
Yeah, what you see is it looks like that's not a mech necessarily, more like a armored power suit, but it does have some mining equipment built into one of the arms.
You're actually pretty handy, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, when I try to be. This stuff isn't nearly as flashy as my old suit, which, when that printer's fixed, I might be wanting back.
We'll see. Then maybe until then we'll paint flames or something on the side of that, make it a little more flashy for you.
When you bring that up, his eyes kind of light up. Wait, can we actually do that?
Tell you what, if you go talk to the chief mechanic and you keep doing good things like this, yeah, I've got some spare paint for my Mac. I'm sure you could. I don't know how good you are with a brush, but go for it. Make yourself feel at home.
Oh, I'm gonna paint a bunch of racing stripes on this.
Fair enough. If you paint it black with one big red stripe on it, you can be the new A-team. I don't really care. But you have the best time, and thanks for this. Kind of nod to the mech. And keep it away from Puppy, because my God, he would destroy everything in that.
Yeah, I mean, I fought you guys. I know how you work.
Poorly. Yeah, all right.
I think I held my own pretty well.
You did fine, Benny. You did great. So, all right. Well, good. We're taking off here soon, but glad to see you. Glad to see you.
Was Benny the one that I blew up, or did someone else blow up Benny?
I don't immediately recall. I know he...
There's like a 50-50 shot you did it because you blew up half of the people in that one.
It is.
Either you or Lupo.
It was him.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
because
me?
you were like Cohen Farrell, yeah.
I don't remember how many I've killed at this point. That's a bad sign.
Well, speaking of Milo, yeah, Switch may have gotten a little pressed you for a little bit more info, wanting to get an update on how the combat went, and is certainly putting a more positive spin on the information. And at some point, Milo may have ended up, I guess, either maybe around the mech hangar, or actually, I guess, what physical spot would Milo end up in?
Where's he not supposed to be? Probably there.
Actually, I think he would end up in either. I think he would end up wherever Bobby last landed, because he went back to pick up the 3 or 4 things he 100% dropped while leaving the cargo hold.
Which Bobby?
Which one did you? I think we came back on Bobby with a Y. So, Bobby with a Y. That's where he's at.
Sure. Down there, you see a crew is already, just going over the ship, making sure there's no damage since last time. You do recognize the face of Calamity Havoc, who kind of waves you over.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you guys? I hear you just got back from some sort of big space fight?
Yeah. Yeah. I got a little dinged up, but nothing a little ice cold shower couldn't help with.
Is
I
that...
had to get stitches though.
Yeah, I saw your mech when you brought it in. It's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, I said I learned, and then I didn't learn. So.
So, what does that mean? What did you learn?
Nothing. Nothing. I didn't learn anything. As far as I've learned, I am very resilient to head-based trauma. medical mystery, says the doctor.
You know, that's probably a useful skill to have. Look, I just wanted to give you a heads up. Rumors around the station are that the Hellhounds had a hand in that listening post you guys just took down.
I'm actually not 100% on what I am allowed to divulge, because I don't want to feed rumors, but I also don't want to lie, and I don't want to feed into unnecessary fear.
Well, I say rumor, it's more like that quick live stream that Signal started at the beginning of the fight when it was going his way for all of 12 seconds.
Yeah, that was before we started, before Blade missed like 3 hits. Ugh.
Look, I just wanted to warn you. The Hounds are... They're not the type to take this sort of thing lying down.
Yeah, I figured as much. I know all too well how they understand any... If you take them off, they come back twofold. I get it.
Yeah, 2 if you're lucky.
I still miss Fire Hydrant 1. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm not too excited for it, and I'm somewhat worried that it's gonna come back and bite y'all rather than bite me. But what can I do? I can't control other people. I can just try and put my foot down.
And keep your head up, at least.
I don't know, I get knocked down a lot. I'll try and keep my head up the best I can, but...
Does Wade have... Or, not Wade, Milo, sorry. Does Milo have any sort of perceptive skill triggers? Anything that would, like, apply for noticing something?
Let me check. I don't think so. He's got apply fist to face, charm, get a hold of something, and stay cool.
Okay, can you just roll a flat d20 for me?
Lovely. How intuitive is Milo himself? Oh, I can't roll until Steam decides to go away. There we go. Oh.
Okay.
That is a flat 1 for everyone watching at home.
Well, with that,
That definitely tracks.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Calamity is just reaches out, puts a hand on your shoulder, and just says, "Just be careful out there, all right? I still owe you a new pair of goggles. I don't want you walking around with those ones that definitely do not work."
Right, I had them around my neck during the... Please don't tell me. And he looks down. They're cracked! Dang it!
Are those new cracks?
Yeah. They weren't cracked before. I actually made sure to keep them not cracked. I wouldn't even take them when I was going to pilot because I didn't want them to break. And I just completely forgot about them.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Yeah, I'm cracking open a fresh new jug of water for this.
I have a leftover Fiji I bought because Whole Foods doesn't sell any cheap water, but it's the closest place next to my work. I can proudly say, though, in case anyone wonders, Fiji tastes just kind of like Ice Mountain, and Ice Mountain is a lot cheaper.
I don't know those brands.
Fiji is rich person water. Ice Mountain is slightly less rich person water.
Fair
Everything
enough.
is better than Aquafina.
But with,
Seeing Wiki
Damn.
Gag is the proof I need.
with that, Calamity will just say, "Yeah, how about you leave those goggles with me, and I'll have something for you next time you come back."
Fine. What size are yours? Could I borrow yours? Cause I got weld together the cargo hold on fire hydrant.
They just adjust the strap. They should fit you. And she'll hand over her own goggles to you for the time being.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I hate
I love
to
that he
be
doesn't
a
even
bother.
actually know how to work goggles.
That's our puppy. God bless him.
I thank you. I feel bad. I feel bad taking yours, but I gotta work, and I don't want to make myself go blind here.
No.
He pops.
Yeah, no, that would be bad.
He pops them on, and he's like fiddling with them. And he's like, "Man, I'm having a hard time seeing out these."
It's 'cause they're real goggles. You'll adjust.
I mean, yeah. I feel like real is a I don't know, a bit conjective. I don't know what the actual word is, right? But like those were goggles.
There's goggles and there's goggles.
Yeah. I don't get what you mean by that.
And she will leave you to ponder that as she returns to what she's doing. And meanwhile, Lupo.
Well, their biggest priority was just showering.
Yeah, simple enough thing to do. Everybody's showering, everybody's getting cleaned up. After you finish, you do see that you have a new message on your, like, computer tablet terminal.
Ah, shit.
It is, in fact, a message from Anastasia, your friend who lives over in Furnace City.
Alright, little less so shit. No, wait. Still dealing with the cold. Oh, shit.
It is a
And opening up the message like, oh, great.
Excuse me. Sorry, I don't mean to burp at Anastasia. I don't know if it came over my mic, but
not really. It's Calamity's problem. So the message itself, it just says, "Thought you might be interested in this," with a smiling, winking face. Attached to it is I guess pamphlet is the right word, but it's information on essentially the Faith of the One, the group
Oh,
that.
shit, the cold.
It's not a cult.
it's not a cult. We just believe that everyone's gonna die if we do this one thing, and that is our goal, so everyone can move on to the better world. It's not a cult.
Yeah.
It's not a cult.
But the message itself, it contains information and histories of the faith, specifically the Faith of the One plumed in golden flame. It goes into detail about the idea of a cyclical universe and how the current universe cycle is near its end, as evidenced by the increase in needless suffering. However, the faith itself sees the end as a great flame, a new beginning where followers will be reborn from the ashes, like in the ancient cradle myths of the Phoenix. While they believe everyone will be reborn, they also believe that those who have time to prepare will have more control over their future forms. And then it goes into further details about specifics of their beliefs, things that they do. Anastasia is particularly interested in how the faith sees technology as a tool for carrying out, like, this divine will.
There's just gonna be that little reply of, I think you're on some bullshit, but alright.
And just with the quick, like, lightspeed messaging back and forth, you do get this reply back. Maybe you just need to see it for yourself.
As I said, once I get a break, I'll be down to visit.
And just the reply, well, don't be a stranger. It's been some time since I got to see you in person.
I don't know. Working on it. Shit's busy up here.
Just the reply, so I've heard. I've caught some of the streams. Though you
Yeah.
aren't on them very often.
Try to avoid them.
Still not a fan of cameras?
Never have been.
That's too bad.
Just a question mark back of the... What do you mean by that?
It might be fun. I mean, they're fun to watch at least.
I'll invite our streamer down, I guess. If you want to meet him.
It's a long pause. Are you actually serious? Because there's
Yeah.
some merch I would like signed.
Yeah, I can probably pull some strings.
And then just this list of like
Field trip.
like you just received this picture of a bunch of different merch from Switch's stream.
Just as a pause and then just... Okay, no, you have a problem for that much.
There's just like a sad pleading face emoji.
I'll see what I can do.
How much is Switch making bank off of that merch?
I'm just saying the It's Your Boy Switch sweater looks kind of comfy, alright?
Yeah, right?
Wade has one tucked in the back of his closet.
And there's just that sigh once done messaging, which is like, oh shit, now I gotta go actually arrange that. Like, actually going off to find Switch the first time in their life.
Switch is not very hard to find. Doesn't seem to be streaming at the moment. Probably just hanging out, eating, getting some food or something.
Does Switch know sign language?
I would say yes. I
Alright.
think we established that. If not, then yes.
Alright. Then just
I'm
kind of
pretty sure
sit
that
down
is
across from them,
established.
just to... Can I make a deal with you?
And just signs back. Sure, what?
I have a friend who's a big fan of yours. Once we're done with the mess with the printer, I plan on going down to visit them. Would you want to come with? There's a new order going around, of religion almost. You might want to get the first scoop on it first, for streaming.
They'll sign back. Is it that fire cult? Or
Yeah.
is it the one that has the leaf symbol?
There's a leaf one? Oh god, fire.
Calvinism is not a cult.
Blessed be the Holy Leaf.
Oh, then just... Oh, Calvin, no, not that one. It's the fire one.
In the name of Gundam, maple syrup, and Calvin.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I actually like that.
No, don't give in to them! No,
Praise
but
be.
Lupo is very
Praise be.
not religious in any way. So it's that. Which one? There's two now? Oh, no, what my friends are all on about. Yeah, no, not that one. The fire cult.
So they will sign back, sure, I'm down to do that. But
Awesome.
I would need something in exchange.
Exclusive interview?
Something like that. I want to go with you guys on your next mission.
This mission? Or.
Yeah, it seems like you're moving pretty quick, so I'm guessing you're heading out soon. And
Yeah.
whatever it is, I want in.
Do you have a way to protect yourself?
Well, if one of you has a expanded compartment or something like that, I can squeeze into it.
My time has come!
Says the one with the
Puppy has
exposed
one,
butt
if
sole.
you- Puppy
He's
has
going
one.
to die if he
Yeah.
goes.
So there's a puppy has one, but
If
it's
he
not the
gets
safest.
into Rover, that is going to end poorly.
Yep.
Probably.
So poorly.
You can ride with
I
me.
can act. I will actually stay where I'm supposed to be in my mid range.
Yeah, no, it's the you can ride with me, and hey, by riding with me, you'll get some rare content where I actually speak.
Oh, that's exciting.
Thank you to Captain Sassy Pants.
Oh, Captain Sandy
Was it
Pants on YouTube.
Okay, Sandy Pants. Yeah,
Thank you for the subscribe.
So,
You can
I saw
give,
Sassy Pants.
you do now have an accuracy bonus you can give to a player of your choice.
Worry if it's Sandy or Sassy, and either way, I'm here for it.
A little bit of both, maybe.
Sassy Sandy.
Oh no, Sandy pants sound uncomfortable.
This is coming from Dirty Furnace.
But yeah, Switch will just say, worst case scenario, I can stay on the ship, but I'd really like to actually get some footage of you all in action.
Yeah. If you can stay on the ship, that's preferable, but if needed, right of me. I'm the one who sticks in the back, and you'll have best odds of staying safe.
Cool. Well, I'll be sure to let the followers know.
Mm-hmm. We'll be heading out soon. I'll grab you on our way.
Okay. Well, that is exciting news for Switch. Okay.
And there's just that sigh. They walk away going, things I fucking do for her.
I'm gonna have to go all out for the camera.
Oh, Lord.
Oh yeah, I'm giving everyone that notice, like, the message, which is like, first off, that info on my friend's weird new religion thing, if you want to read, forwarding that. And then, second off, Switch is coming with us for the mission. I had to make a deal.
I gotta
Wait.
go all out for the camera.
Go back to the second part there. Switch is coming? What?
Yeah. Friend wants to meet him, and I thought it would be good to have someone recording whenever we do go visit, so that if this new religion is as batshit crazy as they seem, they're caught on camera.
Be careful, but all right.
Well, we're not going yet. We still have time. And you're all coming with, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got your back. Don't worry.
But I thought Switch would be useful to have, and my friend's a fan of them, so.
Thought your friend had better taste. All right.
My friend's about to be dragged into a stupid religion. I love them
Yeah.
to death, but they ain't the brightest.
And it's your friend, so I give him a little bit of credit.
Are you trying to be nice to me with that one, or?
I think he's implying that your taste in friends goes beyond, or your taste in friends is of higher
Sound it out, puppy.
caliber.
RP, is that you trying to hype yourself up, be nice to me, or insulting Puppy?
Hey,
After what Puppy said, I don't know. I'll see you at the hangar.
Yep, see you down there.
Okay, well, with all of that, you do have a chance, and during the course of this time, you do have a chance to do, like, basic repairs on your mechs with the repairs that you have available to you. You all have some reserves applied. Is there anything else you feel you need to do before you leave? Or are you prepared to head off?
So for our repairs on our mech, in like logistical terms, what does that mean? Everything like heal all heat structure HP, or only heat and HP?
So let me open
I think it's just heat, but if you look on your mech sheet, on the very first page on the stats, on the third column, right above grit, you have
Repairs,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. So for one repair, you can heal all your hit points. For two, you can heal the structure.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing
Is
we
it-
can't heal stress on our mech?
You can use 2 repairs to restore a structure or a stress.
Cool. So I can use all my repairs and heal everything. Sounds good.
Okay, I only have 2 repairs left.
You can, for free, clear all your heat and clear any statuses and conditions applying to your mech.
So
I
you have
fucking-
2 left, Puppy. How about you, HVAC? How many repairs you got?
I'm using all of them to heal everything.
I have 3.
Is
I
that
have 2 stress.
If you stopped overheating yourself.
That's what I do.
That's Dirty Furnace's whole gimmick.
so? I don't know if we can try that again. Can I use some of the repairs from my mech and I guess essentially take these spare parts and load them into the others?
Yeah.
Remove
Like,
our-
It's not rules as written, but I like the idea of being able to trade repairs. So yes, you can.
Okay. Then
I'm full on HP. I have 2 structure, 2 stress, and I currently am missing. I'm currently down 2 systems. My custom paint job got messed up.
Jesus
and my expanded
Christ.
comment.
All right, everybody,
Paint job's
we're
important.
gonna.
I mean, the custom paint job is mechanically important, yeah. But in any case, yeah, I just wanted to check. If you also look at the repair and recovery note in your journal, it'll go into more detail on that.
Lord.
But yeah, just wanted to make sure everybody was in good condition.
so
Everybody
Puppy,
is
are you
as good condition as they could be.
are you at 2 structure and 2 stress max or current out of what?
2 structure out of 4 and 2 stress out of 4.
Jesus, Puppy.
That's what I just said.
How many
Yeah.
people are
I got messed up during that last fight.
How do we heal what?
status effects?
Those go away.
Yeah, statuses will go away since you've had some downtime.
How?
Oh, like on the sheet itself that I can.
Yeah, because I have impaired and slowed still, but I don't know how to get rid of it. Because it
That
says I
I
have
can
it, at
handle.
least on my effects active.
Yeah. Let me tick those off then.
Thank you.
I think am I still marked as in the danger zone? I think I might be still marked as in the danger
You
zone.
can, since there's downtime, you can clear your heat.
Yes, I did clear my heat. It looks like it didn't fix the thing though.
Let me check.
Or maybe I'm just crazy. That's very viable or possible.
Yep, your heat's at 0, and you can reset your overcharge counter.
My overcharge counter. Where's my overcharge counter? Is that
Bottom
Oh.
left.
the little
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
that? Okay, I think I got that.
Yep.
So how many repairs
Um,
do you have, Puppy? 3?
2.
2.
And I believe at the end of last session, Lupo found a reserve and 1 repair as well. But I don't
Yeah.
know if you.
I kept it.
So it sounds to me like we need to. It sounds to me like we need to spend the 10 hours to do full repairs, or we're going to lose Puppy in the coming fight.
So that is part of the current issue. Without a proper printer,
We can't.
Full repair.
Gotcha.
So what I will do, whether Lupo wants it or not, I'm going to force repair down their throat and put it in their mech. So there's you
I'm already fully done.
with 0 repairs.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't
I'm
know
also- fully good.
I don't know what else is going to happen, and that worries me immensely. And I'm going to put 2 into Puppy to just, yeah.
Okay, so I might, if you're giving me 2 that would put me at 4, I might just put 2 into structure, 2 into stress, and get me up to 3 structure and 1 stress.
Are you at 0 stress?
I'm at 2 stress right now.
So be 3 and 3.
Oh, it'd be 3 and 3. Oh, right, because yeah, okay,
Yeah, it's 2 repairs for 1 structure or 1 stress.
yeah, okay.
correct.
So I would sacrifice all 4 of those repairs to get myself to less close to explosion.
And your hit points are full?
Oh, yep. So my hit points were at full from the last fight.
Okay.
All right, cool. 0
And
repairs. 3
I'll still have
structure.
1 repair in the bank. So just in case.
So I am at 1 of 4 stress. I'm good on structure.
1 of 4 stress. You should get some stress back up.
Oh shit! Never mind. I did that. I just went.
Free.
I
Before.
Okay.
Did you puppy
added
it?
instead of subtracted.
Ooh,
I was like, hey, if you have 1 stress left, we need to.
Yeah,
work on-
no. I
Nope, no worries.
yeah.
Just wanted
Puppy,
to catch
you
that.
affected HVAC. You did it. You're now viral.
uh-oh.
And I currently am at 8 of 12 hit points. So, and I have 1 repair in the bank. And with the way things like to target me, I need to keep that repair.
You are the scariest one there.
All I do is stand there.
Yeah, I feel like out of the scariest, I want you to get a higher kill count. Please get a higher kill count.
All right. Is everybody good with, well, as good as you can be with where you are right now?
Yes.
I am
Alright.
not dying.
Okay. That's good enough. So, later, you are able to make your way down to the ship hangar where you see the Dragon's Tooth. And I'm gonna, on the stream... On the stream, I'm going to pop up the Dragon's Tooth for our viewers to be able to see as well. For players, it is under your handouts folder.
It's so cool.
Let me just make sure that's visible on stream. Where is the stream? There it is.
Nice,
Like
Reem,
I
we
don't
found
know.
you.
What did we just get?
The Dragon's Tooth
Ooh.
ship under your handouts.
I see.
Fancy schmancy.
Siren!
Oh no.
Yes, indeed.
That's my virtual wife.
Every time I read something with the prefix of trans, it makes me terrified that I'm going to see an am after it.
Maybe. But yes, waiting for you at the ship, you do see Switch is already there, along with the familiar face of Chief MacArthur, who has just recently been sort of taking charge of making sure all your mechs are repaired.
Hello. How you doing?
Yes, while everyone else was talking about the cult, I was off looking for the chief.
Yeah, and she will give you a nod as you approach.
Miss Chief MacArthur? Sorry.
That's
I got a little excited, so I stuttered.
It's no problem. A lot of the crew here is excited too, seeing the ship back in action. So, as I understand, you're heading out there to find the missing part for our printer. What you need is something called a Delta 5 power relay. It's about the size of a person. You should be able to fit it in a compartment or something like that. Or carry it if you need to.
Dapper. A dapper. That's what we need, a dapper.
A what?
D5
Oh,
PR. Dapper.
I see what you're doing. Not the technical term, but if that helps you remember it.
You do?
Figuring things out is most of my job. Especially things that don't necessarily go together.
I wrote it down
That's probably
in my
better.
brain, so it's fine.
She will say, if you do find a printer, just look near the power distributor. That's where you'll find the part.
Gotcha. And we're certain he's not there yet?
We're not certain of nothing.
Thought so.
We're
Y'all
hopeful.
think we should shut off the power before we start messing with anything that includes electricity?
That's how electricity works, yes.
Okay, well,
I think I'm gonna ban you from speaking for the next 48 hours.
You're a
you see, my first thought was we were just gonna rip it out, and then I thought through my own thought process, and I was like, no, that's gonna cause an issue.
Have you ever replaced a fan? Or anything?
No, I just slap stuff onto other stuff and then make sure it doesn't move.
What
Like,
happens if your fan stops working?
A fan?
Like a ceiling fan.
I don't. I think my room's been sealed off from any vents or any fans for a while now.
Oh, thank goodness.
That's probably for the best. No, it hasn't.
You're all
You
very,
have a
very
dot on
welcome,
your face.
actually.
HVAC, I see your worth.
So from the Dragon's Tooth itself, there's a sudden sound as like a loudspeaker on the outside of the ship goes off and just says, "Hey, are we going or what?" And some of you may recognize the voice of Siren, the NHP pilot of the ship.
Hey, sorry.
Siren!
I love how excited you all are.
I've been waiting to meet Siren since we started, man.
I'm just excited.
Get
to
on
meet
the ship.
everybody.
On the ship.
Yeah.
On the ship, and I'm just gonna start pushing.
Oh no, they're already on.
Yeah, Siren's just like, well, let's hop to it, Marines. We've got a job to do.
Marines. I ain't. Last time I got called a Marine was when someone was referring to.
I'm just covering his mouth.
Never got called a Marine in your life. Get on the ship.
It's a term of endearment. It's like an adjective, okay? Just get on.
Switch will join you as well. For people on stream who do not know what Siren looks like, I will pop that up as well. There's Jerry. And there's Siren.
I feel genuinely surprised when Jerry pops up and I don't hear Jerry.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I didn't see him for a minute, so
Oh, it's just on stream. I was just
yeah. I'm looking at the stream right now, and I didn't see Jerry until it popped up on screen for Jerry, or for stream.
Okay. So, you have a couple weeks of travel ahead of you as you clamber onto
Getting
the ship.
invited. Fucking
Uh,
weeks of
I-
travel, and I invited that motherfucker.
I love taking these long trips with y'all. It's so nice.
Yeah, puppy, go yap to fuck, what's her name?
Switch?
Switch. Go yap to Switch.
Well, I think that's very rude that you don't even bother to remember his name.
I have a lot of names I have to remember, and let me tell you, I hardly remember yours, puppy. That's why I call you puppy.
I thought it was okay.
So, as you hop onto the ship, you do see the shimmering hologram of Siren, who is sort of both
Sorry.
excited and standing at attention as you board the ship. Just saying, I can't wait to stretch my legs.
How's it feel being put back together?
Well, it's more so the ship being put back together, but I was kind of stuck on the ship, so yeah, maybe I am put back together.
I mean, it probably ain't equivalent, but I see you as like the brain of this mighty fine vessel.
Something like that, at least while I'm attached to it.
How's it been, Siren? You doing well?
I'm doing super. As much as I like the people of the station, I don't like being in one place too long.
Understandable. Well, hey, we got a lot of travel ahead of us.
Indeed we do. Which is perfect because I'm fresh off a cycle, which means I get to experience FleetCom 5014 again.
Nice.
And you would know FleetCom 5014 is essentially like a naval strategy video game.
Yep. Nice.
FleetCom 5414. There's a 5414?
Don't worry about it, puppy.
I thought they stopped making it at 5412.
Don't worry about it. You good, Calvin?
Yeah.
This cockpit's a little rusty, that's all.
Sorry, one sec. Talk amongst yourself.
No, just shoving puppy aside. Don't worry about it. There are multiple games. It happens. Sometimes there's more than one.
No, I know. I usually keep up with it. I'm just amazed that I missed 2 whole games.
We don't have any.
I'm worried
good
that
games.
Calvin's being raided right now.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have a lot of followers, sometimes you gotta speak to the flock. It's what you do. But it's all right. Maybe you can teach Puppy how to play this one. Just more so the please, for the love of God, keep him occupied. I need this Lupo.
I mean,
What?
Please teach Puppy how to play. I need him occupied. I don't want him welding things on the ship.
actually, I was the one who welded the
Shut.
seats.
Shut.
I can't think
I
of the actual
feel-
terminology for them right now, but the seats.
Seats is
I'm
a
the one
word,
who-
yes.
I'm the one who welded them back onto the walls.
I feel much less safe in those seats.
Nobody sit in the
Sit against
seats,
the walls.
please.
Hey, I'll have you know, while I may not be good at a lot of things, welding is my heart
Puppy,
and soul.
puppy, look me dead in the eyes. Did you weld the back of the seats to the wall? Or the bottom of the seats to the wall before I step into that fucking ship and see a seat on the wall like I'm supposed to defy gravity and sit like that?
That's how seats on ships are supposed to be. You don't weld them to the floor. You're just going to be sitting flush to the floor. You weld them to the wall so that people can sit, and you put 2 bars on the bottom that you weld together so that then the bottom of the seat doesn't just collapse under someone's weight. I know what I'm doing when it comes to welding, and don't you forget that.
All right, Puppy. It's okay. Come here. Bring it in. And just like lean over and like give him a hug. Like, it's all right, Puppy. It's okay. Yeah, hey, that's all right. Let it out. Deep breaths.
We are sitting.
All right. Well, this has been a great 5 minutes. I'm looking forward to the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna go back here.
I need
One
water.
eternity later.
So long that they had to hire a new narrator later.
Yeah, Siren was just like observing this as if she's like waiting for the conversation to turn back to the game.
Sorry. Anyway, no. Let's get going. I'm excited that you get to be our pilot again.
Yes, let's get this show on the road. And the ship will start to head off. The ship itself, it isn't spacious, but it is comfortable. There's enough room for everyone to get their own cabin. Some of them might even be more spacious than your place in the Hell's Gate station. There's a communal space for like eating and socializing. There's a well-stocked media library. In fact, someone seems to have installed FleetCom 5016 recently. But Siren says that, you know, they nerfed some of the ships and the meta's all wrong and it's not nearly as fun.
They get rid of the Tallahassee. Is that still gone, or did they bring that back?
No, even worse. They nerfed it. It just doesn't work the same way it did before, and no, it's not in the meta anymore. And, you know, every time you bring it into a online match, people just mock you for it. So I went back to the game that works.
They nerfed the Tallahassee?
They did.
Oh. What am I going to do now?
Well, that's why you play the other one. You gotta show them. You gotta vote with your wallet. In any case, as you are heading out away from the planet Stygia that Hell's Gate orbits around, it's not like crowded necessarily, just because you're in space, so there's a lot of room between individual ships. You do see a number of ships on your radar scopes. Occasionally some might be close enough that you can see like the plume of flame coming, or the not flame, but just like the energy coming from their engines. But once you sort of leave the planetary gravitational sphere of influence, the traffic kind of drops off substantially. And indeed, you are heading essentially to the edge of your solar system. You'll see occasional comm flashes of ships that pass by, most of them heading away from that space. Many of them saying that there's nothing really worth the trip out there.
Weird.
And is there anything that you all specifically want to cover during the downtime of this trip? If not, you could roll a d20 and a thing may happen.
I'll roll it. I'll roll it.
Oh, I wanted to roll.
I call dibs.
We can have multiple rolls, it's fine.
Oh boy.
7.
Oh, wait, we can have multiple rolls? That's a D12. That's 2 D12s. 13!
Okay, so during the course of your journey, you
How
do.
did we get the lucky and unlucky number?
I'm trying to figure out how Puppy got nervous with virtual dice. How do you grab the wrong ones when they're not actually grabbing dice?
Yeah, stuff happens. Don't worry about it.
I don't have glasses on, and they look very similar when they're kind of fuzzy.
Real issue.
This is why
I don't
you
want
need
to
the
hear
proper-
anything from you.
This is why you need the right goggles when you weld. Things don't get fuzzy that way.
During the course of your journey, you sort of encounter a blink void that rolls through the system. Blink voids are a commonality in the Calliope system. Largely, what they end up doing is it's sort of like a small electrical storm within space that cuts off access to the OmniNet for a few hours. More severely, some may last for a few days. However, this causes a spike in traffic on the Muse. And the Muse is, in some ways, hard to describe. It is a network. It is one of the features of the Calliope system, but it's based on a lot of the old stuff that was placed here during the original settling of the system. Old servers, satellites, and other networks that are kind of cobbled together for a survival situation. And many of them are just left over, left to rot, but still functional. And they still have an accessible network. And you see essentially spikes of traffic on there. Some of you who may be more technically inclined might, be around those spaces.
Ooh, let me see if I can make a post to a message board. Sometimes people still make posts around here.
Yeah, it's basically old message boards. You can see some debates, some conversations going on. There's like a flame war going on about what gauge of socket wrench should be the standard one, but it seems to be rapidly spiraling into much more problematic conversation.
Oh.
Your mom's a socket wrench.
See, this is why I don't use 5-Coon anymore.
In addition. Yeah, and maybe a few days after that, the blink void rolls away, and then you catch just this stray signal coming across space. It's a strange transmission, a child's voice repeating a string of seemingly random numbers. The frequency doesn't seem to respond to any hails or anything like that. But strangely enough, Siren will point out that the numbers seem to be tracking your ship's course and heading, and the signal lasts for exactly 127 minutes before cutting off again.
Anybody else creeped out by that?
Super creeped out by that.
And reading this weird text about the golden flame, I don't know if I can be creeped out about much anymore.
I feel like we are severely underestimating the terror of some random child reading out numbers that seem to be following the coordinates of our ship.
If you have a mystery baby I should be aware of.
No!
Probably not. Maybe. HVAC or Redneck, did you want to roll anything, or do you have a thing you would want to do?
Oh, I'll roll. Give me a second. Doop doop doop. Doop. Nope, that was not the button I wanted. Go away. Thank you. 16.
16. With a 16. So Siren mentioned coming off of a fresh cycle, which for NHPs is essentially resetting their memory state to a more human level of perception, which essentially means a memory reset. So Siren is currently rewatching the classic psychological thriller series Beyond the Pale. Apparently she rewatches it every time she gets cycled, just to see if the experience is different. And if you allow her, she will discuss trivia for hours. She will do that thing where she points out, like, oh, that actor actually broke their foot in that moment, and so that scream was very real. Like, that sort of thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Lipa's going to sit next to that and listen.
So how do we-
I'm
don't
going
have to
to. No, HVAC is 100% going to retreat to her mech. She's just going to hide from basically everybody
Fair
Oh,
enough.
for like the whole 2 weeks.
No.
HVAC, you want? I made some extra food. You want some?
No.
No. Okay.
It's just like, oh, wait.
I'll leave it by the door.
And before we hop off, Redneck, if you would like to please roll on the table of events.
Sure. Like I'll spend.
of things.
He will spend his time in the common area and reading about the bread cult, just to be ready for that experience. But a strong 18.
Ah, we
We
went
went
up
up.
every single roll.
Yeah.
18. Okay, so for one thing, when you're reading, you can go over the pamphlet that did Lupo share that pamphlet that Anastasia sent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Send it to all of us.
so yeah, you can learn a bit more information. There is some info on events where members of the Faith of the One stepped in to defend people who were either, under attack from landlords who are increasing rent, or like physical violence from like tyrannical station directors from some of the smaller stations around Calliope. They seem very unafraid of any harm coming to themselves, as they are trying to sort of, as they are taking note of the needless suffering, as they call it. More interestingly, as you're maybe a day or so out from Chameleon, there is a motion alarm in the cargo bay.
That's not good.
Oh.
All
That
right.
ain't me.
I'll go look. Yeah.
Oh, come with. Just pulling out just small gun.
Wow, you haven't left the cockpit all week. Nice to see you.
So, yeah, is that everyone that's going then?
I'll go.
I mean,
I'll
I'm
go.
already kind of at the cargo bay because, like, I'm assuming that's where my mech is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide behind someone else,
So
peeking over their shoulder.
you arrive within the cargo bay. I guess other than HVAC, you don't see anyone else in there. However, you do take note that Jezebel, Redneck's mech, it seems to have come loose from the moorings that are keeping it in place. Specifically, one of the arms has broken loose, and there's just an outstretched finger that's pointing at a spot on the floor.
You all right, girl? Walk over and look where she's
I
pointing.
was just like looking at where they're pointing at, like, what the fuck?
You don't get a response from the mech, and when you look, you don't see anything on the floor.
What? Wait, I remember your mech having thoughts or self-locomotion.
I mean,
Can we run scanners over it and not just our eyeballs?
Yeah.
Sure.
And also, was there something there previously that is perhaps now missing?
I was gonna say, I'm doing a sweep.
What happened to Switch?
Switch showed up a little late, like seeing you all move, had to take some time to get their cameras and everything. Is trying to figure out what's going on here.
What evil beast has made its home here?
If you are trying to figure out what may have been in that space, Siren will mention that at this point the Dragon's Tooth has been broken and repaired so much that it's hard to tell what might have been stored there before.
Big crabs! It's been
But
cramps.
I mean-
Got on.
I mean, Milo, shut the hell up.
Okay.
Oh, that's his name?
That's his name.
I told you, I forgot Poppy's name.
Sorry, where was
That's
HVAC going with
its
that
name?
thought?
So I meant more like, was there something here when we disembarked
Oh, no, there wasn't
13
any,
and a half days ago?
there wasn't anything in that space. It was pretty much
Okay.
empty. Again, recently repaired when you loaded your mechs on.
Can I do a sweep in the cargo bay?
Sure.
Looking for just anything.
Yeah, if you have any skill triggers that might let you perceive things.
I believe I do. Investigate. And spot.
Either one.
Can I use a
You can
stay
investigate
cool?
the spot.
14.
Sorry, Tegan, what'd you say?
Can I run a roll a stay cool to try and calm myself down and keep an eye out for anything?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like a 3. Oh!
Okay, so yeah, Milo. Milo does manage to stay calm during the situation. Like, you don't necessarily spot anything new, but I will say, possibly between the two pilots there, between Lupo and Rover, you may notice like small, slight movement in the pointing finger, as if it's pointing at something while the ship is moving. But then a moment later, it just seems to, like, the arm just seems to go limp and then sort of fall back to the position it was originally stored in.
Hey, Siren.
Yep.
Stop the ship.
That's a tall order.
Yeah, slow it down.
Can I ask why?
The way the finger was still moving, I worry it might be something outside the ship. It was moving for a bit before it just dropped.
So if you run the scanners like face front of the ship and give the X, Y, and Z, you look roughly that direction. Scanners picking up anything outside?
Yeah.
So she will run a scan, see if she can figure out if there's anything. I guess if you give her like a trajectory, a direction.
Yeah.
Right.
She will just say, as far as I can tell, void of space.
Think it could have just been an odd magnetic reaction where the suit, I don't know, some metal in it
convenient.
got caught pointing towards something and caused it to come loose?
Too convenient. Why would the others not?
Well, I mean, my thing's a patchwork of junk and things
Yeah,
I
mine
stole from
isn't.
other suits.
Just
Actually-
keep your eyes out. I'm gonna go mount up and just run diagnostics and make sure she's secure.
Yeah. Make sure she's not damaged from not being locked in anymore.
Can I
Easy
take
enough
a quick little peek at the damage on the thing that popped off? Because I feel like that's something we want fixed sooner rather than later.
Yes, yeah. It was sort of like just these cables used for storing the mechs. You can easily put
Okay.
that back together if you like.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to help fix that so it's not loose anymore.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way over to Switch.
Yep.
And quietly, can you leave one of your drones in here just recording?
Do we not?
Yeah.
Do we not have cameras on this?
Not streaming it. We don't need to live stream the cargo bay, but just like record it so that we can like a secured camera.
Actually, do we have cameras on this ship? I would imagine that we would have cameras on this ship to just make sure, like, if there's a breach, we know where it's at.
Yeah, you do have cameras on the ship, but Switch can also leave one of theirs as well.
I'm asking Switch specifically because I assume he's on a different system than the ship itself.
Also true.
And if the ship itself is the problem, then it's good to have a backup.
Yeah.
can I ask Siren to uh pull up the past, I don't know. What time period would this have happened? Like past
It was real recent that I saw the warning come through for the movement in the cargo bay.
Yeah.
so like about 30, 40 minutes?
If that.
Yeah. And you can review that existing footage. It just looks
Yeah.
like at some point Jezebel just like almost as if startled moved and then lifted up the arm it ripped from the moorings and then just pointed.
So we all agree that Max ain't supposed to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Wait, are you sure Jezebel doesn't have anything in it?
She's a good girl and she's done me right, so yeah, I trust her.
Well, just okay. I just sentient Max is a little bit of a lot, so
Indeed
I don't
think
really
it
know what
is.
to do with that.
You think it might have just been I don't know, some sort of interference? It caught some interference or something and caused a false signal to send to make it want to move?
Could be.
I mean, I feel like that's the most plausible, realistic direction without jumping into the supernatural.
It
Well,
may be
one way or the other. We'll figure it out later, I guess.
indeed. It may be a mystery for the moment. But
I'm gonna lean over to Wade and go, "Hey, check for vent crabs.
I'm not gonna lie, I was actually gonna look for a vent.
Just real quiet, like."
But yeah, I didn't want Puppy going in there or Lupo going in with a gun because that ended poorly last time, as I recall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just another shot right past your head.
What is wrong with you?
Did you see
I'm
something?
standing right here.
Not Puppy, Wade. Who does that? Don't always do it with a gun.
Rather you didn't do it with anything, but yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna run diagnostics first.
No, good luck. I'm putting the
Thanks.
gun away.
Okay.
Can I make sure there's no holes in our hole now?
No, there's no holes or anything. You guys are fine. In
Thank
any
Calvin.
case. Yeah.
I said thank Calvin.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. In any case, you are able to complete your journey, getting closer to the planet of Chameleon. And there ahead of you, you see the planet, one of its moons, and the wreckage that you were heading for to acquire this printer part from. And at this moment, we are gonna take our break and be right back.
No.
I know, I want to keep going too.
Such a cliffhanger. I'm gripping the edge of my seat.
Good. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back, and then we'll see what awaits us within this wreckage.
Blessed be to Calvin.
All right. And we are out. Well, And we are back. When everyone's excited, everyone's ready to get back, everyone's dealing with some weird stuff. Random voices, mechs doing things they shouldn't, all very normal stuff.
My girl's just looking out for me. I know what you're talking about.
But to hop right back into the story. So you were told to head out to this wrecked colony ship, which would be very likely to have the printer part that you need. You arrived just outside the planet of Chameleon, near one of its moons. So the way the ship travel works is you're accelerating in one direction, and that kind of determines the direction of gravity on the ship. And then about halfway through the journey, the ship flips over and its engines begin pushing the other way so you can decelerate to end at your desired location. So over the course of your deceleration, there's you would have seen the planet getting closer, this dim star-like point of light that's just growing and growing into a sphere as you get closer from it. And now that you're only a few hours away from the end of the trip, you can get a good look at it. It's a planet of azure blue, or perhaps cerulean, unmarked
Baby blue, if you will.
Unmarred by storms or bands. Its spikes of pale, shimmering celestial light dance at the planet's poles. And you can see it in the image. That is the infamous Aurora, the ghost crown. This dancing light pattern that you see on the planet's surface. And some of you may know that according to some legends told by spacers in the system, if you die in the orbit of this planet, your soul is trapped by the crown, doomed to wander it for all eternity. But of course, such a thing is unlikely to be true.
That I hope it isn't. I think I killed someone here once.
Pretty though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yes, this is the planet of Chameleon, flanked by its two icy moons, Umbra and Saculum. Currently, you are near the moon of Saculum, and barely visible against all the background radiation of space is the wreckage that you were looking for.
Oh. Yeah, that thing is in mint.
It is in a surprisingly solid condition, as you close in on this space, getting a good look at it. Siren is being extremely careful with any maneuvers, using as little fuel as possible to move through this space. There are certainly other old ships here who have been wrecked in this space. Some possible very, very, decades or centuries old distress beacons still pinging. And Siren is probably the quietest she's ever been during the course of this entire journey.
Would it be possible for me to just never mind.
Yep, no worries.
Hey, keep a lookout for energy signals or movement. Signs maybe that someone else is here or has been here recently.
I was gonna ask if I could pop out and kind of just scuttle across debris and hop from thing to thing and kind of keep up with the ship to see if I can't nab anything or.
I think that would be. I don't think your mech would be able to move on its own fast enough to do so. Excuse me.
Okay.
And you'd have to get pretty close to the debris to do so. And honestly, I don't think Siren would allow it.
Okay, that's why I was so hesitant to.
Yeah. It's more so that she seems like as you've gotten close to this space, she seems very much more protective of all of you. Like just being here makes her nervous. But again, as you get close to where you were tracking this ship from, it is in fact, as you can see, not one ship, but two. The smaller craft, which you are eventually able to identify as the IPSN Ardent Weasel, seems like it's collided with a much larger vessel that Siren isn't able to identify. She scans it several times, but the shape of it doesn't seem to match anything in her records. It's clear that the smaller ship, the Ardent Weasel, it accounts for the majority of the debris cloud, since it's been essentially snapped in half, as you can see. But it is strange for this collision.
No, those aren't its engines. I thought those were just weirdly configured engines. I didn't
Oh.
realize that was a second ship.
No, it is. It is in fact a second ship.
Oh, okay, that makes so much more sense now. I just thought it was like some weird expanded engine.
Nope.
Yeah.
It is definitely not supposed to be there. But some of you may have at this point picked up on how strange it is for a collision of that size and scale to do so little damage. I mean, relatively speaking, considering one of the ships is broken in half, but the other one seems to be relatively intact. And as well, as you would have noticed as you were leaving, like there's a lot of distance between other ships. There's like thousands of feet between these ships. So it's hard to imagine that ships going slowly enough for a crash like this wouldn't have seen each other coming.
I mean, I think the big experimental ship probably rammed the little one.
It's also kind of worrisome that the big experimental ship seems to be in such good shape, but is still here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's only one thing for it. We got to get on there.
Pitter patter.
Siren will point out that the Weasel is still broadcasting a distress signal.
I'm hesitant.
Can we scan for life forms? Is that something we can do for life signs?
Yeah.
See if
Can we-
anything's alive over there.
Scan. This is an odd one. Scan for any disruptions in radio waves where there might be dead zones or things that are interrupting them. Look for radio anomalies. I feel like that could also help oust anyone trying to hide the fact that they're there.
Okay, I'll take rolls for those scans.
Just a 20.
Unless you have a skill that you want to apply.
I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have any that would really apply here. No good.
Would investigate work?
Yeah, I'll take an investigate.
Well,
Oh, let me see if I can finish off the special number.
It would be 3
Do
6s
it.
in a row.
That
Do
was
it.
not
we
the.
get 3 6s in a row. Does it count as a success? Oh.
I didn't do it.
No.
You
but
ruined it.
You got
But
a
it's-
good roll and therefore did not get another 6.
But if you subtract the 1 from the 7,
Yeah. You can get a 6 out of 17. I'll allow it. With the scans that you're able to do, you do take note that the radio on the Weasel is currently in low power mode, and it seems likely the transmission wasn't strong enough to be heard outside of the magnetic field of Chameleon, almost as if the planet pulled the distress signal into itself.
Wonders, they say the souls will wander.
Indeed.
That's-
Along with those scans, you do note that the radiators on the Weasel are cold, and there's no thermal activity anywhere else on the ship, so its reactor is likely offline. Although you can see multiple hull breaches on the smaller ship, There's only one large enough to bring your mechs into.
When are we trying to get the printer from again?
The Weasel.
That would be, sorry, the printer would be on the larger ship. The Weasel is the one that got split in half.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we're aiming for that hole then.
Let's go.
Unless we want to rip another one in there.
This whole thing reeks of Killbox. I don't.
You've hung around Signal too much, puppy.
No, it's not that.
I mean,
It's just-
I know we're used to him being wrong, but in this case, he ain't wrong.
Well, it's
I mean, think of it this way. Say you lived in a cave. You were a creature that lived in a cave. If you wanted to kill something, you'd chase it back to your cave, because you have all the advantage there. Why would we go straight into that cave?
Here, I'll go in. I'm good at being sneaky.
Because the cave is where we need to be.
My mech's good at being undetected, so am I. I can sneak in if there's anything in there. Maybe I can get no notice.
Siren will again say, I'd rather you all go together if you're going.
Can I do this then? I have
We
a
all go
thermite.
out, but you all stay outside while I go inside.
No, we
I
don't
have-
want you left alone if something comes or something's in there and happens.
Yeah, if I'm right, I don't want you in there alone. I have a thermite.
No,
Think
Which we still got to discuss.
no, we're not putting a thermite in there and destroying everything we could need.
No. I'm saying we throw the thermite. We put the thermite down somewhere away, but enough to make it seem like we're entering from a different direction.
So,
Because even
to clarify, all of the holes are on the Weasel.
Yes, there doesn't seem to be any holes on the larger ship. The Weasel itself, again, it has multiple holes, and there is one large enough for mechs to go into.
why is there? Ah, this stinks. This stinks so bad.
Okay, listen to me then. We know there's a trap. We go in. We're not caught off guard now. There's no way around it. We can't outsmart it. They have the pincer if they want it, and if they're in there, we gotta deal with them one way or another. So let's just get it over with instead of leaving ourselves here like a sitting duck.
Can we at least figure out a way to try and give ourselves an upper hand, or at least make the field
Here,
a little more
Want
even?
me to throw a smoke bomb when we go in?
Wait. Siren, we got any drones on this here ship?
Siren will say no, but Switch will... I guess Switch is here and did bring the camera drones.
I know I'm not usually this hesitant, but big,
So,
huge ship that pretty sitting there, mostly undamaged.
I think maybe the hammer just beat some sense into your head.
It's a brave new day. I'm happy for it.
So here's why I'm asking. I want to send a drone over toward the big experimental ship and get it as close as possible. Touch it if we can to see what happens when something gets close to it before we go trying to stand on it.
Okay. Yeah, Switch
Sorry,
will...
Switch. I know you
definitely
put a
allow.
lot of money into those.
Oh, I mean, weird spaceship? This is totally worth it. So,
And
yeah.
record this as footage. Don't stream it.
As soon as you say that, Switch just turns to one of the cameras and is like, sorry, gang. I'll let you know what happens.
I feel like that. Oh, that already put us at risk.
But yeah, Switch will send out one of the cameras. As it gets close, you will be able to note from where you are on your ship that the again, this larger ship, it's maintaining some sort of sensor lock on it.
On our ship or on the drone?
On the drone as it's approaching.
Okay.
But it still doesn't. It continues, like, there's no messages or hails or anything like that coming from the ship. But as it gets closer with the camera drone, you can see. Again, you get a better look at the ship. It seems like it might be made for a military purpose. There's certainly a lot of spots for mounting weapons. But again, nothing that gives you a full indication of what the ship is. More interestingly, I should say, the weapon points, they are empty. Like, it could be armed, it should be armed, but at this point it isn't. One thing you do also notice as the camera gets closer is identification on the vessel. Written in large Union Common is the word Tachyon.
This is a Union vessel?
Indeed. I mean, it's certainly written in, like, Common.
I mean, I guess if we step in this trap, be ready to gnaw your own leg off.
That's why
We'll
you got
leave
3
all the
extra.
gnawing to you.
Cool.
All right, let's do this shit.
Finally.
Before you head off, Siren will just give some advice, just saying that I don't see any points of ingress on the Tachyon, but you might be able to find something at the point of impact. It should be weaker there at the very least.
Yeah.
We go
And my
through
only
the
other
weasel.
thought was to try to my only other thought was to try to go through the empty weapons ports.
I mean, maybe if we go through the entrance in the weasel, we can get to where they butted heads and find a hole.
If
I mean
not,
that's the
still got
best
thermite.
first option. If there's nothing there, then we talk about other options.
You keep the thermite for Plan C, Puppy. I'll let you know when we get there.
Siren kind of laments that there aren't bigger guns on the Dragon's Tooth, because then she could just shoot a hole into it.
Just keep a lookout because we might have company coming behind us, so you're our eyes, all right?
We might got company in before us, so
Right, and we'll let you know if we see him. Whoever finds it first gets the cookie. So, hey, let's go.
Alright, well, Siren's hologram will pop up to give you a salute, and you are free to disembark.
you're free to move about the cabin.
Woohoo!
Come on, Jezebel. It's time to get you out of here.
Sorry, I have to complain for a second.
What's
This
up?
bag of Sour Patch, might I add, has had 50% be rock solid. This is bullshit.
Those Sour Patch Kids in my van, I finally threw them away.
Yeah, no, this was a fresh bag where, like, half of them have been so rock solid, like, if you tried to bite it, it would hurt you.
Okay, but I can't let this go, so I apologize to you. Why do you have a van with candy? There's so much wrong with that in so
I
many
drive-
ways.
I drive a 2006 Honda Accord, or not Accord, Odyssey. Sorry, I'm so used to saying Accord, I miss my baby.
Okay, that is a respectable vehicle, but we're dealing with 2 unrespectable vehicles.
Sorry. I just had to complain because I have like half a bag of Sour Patch I can't eat, having bought one of those big bags because it's just they're bullshit.
Meanwhile, in
Meanwhile.
space.
No, Lupo's bitching about this too. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Pigs in space!
I'm joking.
Okay, now I gotta
joking.
make sour candy cannon.
Oh yeah, actually, it is canon now. Fuck you.
They're Calvin Patch Kids.
They are not Calvin Patch Kids because Lupo wouldn't be eating them if they were.
That's right, because Calvin's so
Maple
sweet.
flavor.
I'm kind of into that. Like, they're little... No, okay, I cannot contribute to the distraction. So, what are you doing?
We're disembarking.
I'm
Yeah,
just going right for
disembarking
that.
and going straight into the belly of the beast.
I was gonna say thank you for that phrasing, because I didn't have a better word than going right towards the hole.
Okay.
We're entering Jabu Jabu.
So as you approach, yeah, the easiest approach for you would probably be to move towards the Weasel, which is currently a mess as the collision snapped it in half, and opened most of its compartments to the vacuum of space, wrecked pretty much all of its internal systems. You can land at either the fore or the aft sections.
Where's the hole?
So, you don't. Well, I guess the hole for the Weasel would be like pretty much the majority of it, since it is split in half. Well, not majority, I should say. Like, there are holes large enough for mech ingress on the Weasel, just not on the Tachyon.
I think we should head toward the aft side,
Mm-hmm.
closest to the actual tachyon.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say it's easy enough for you all to do. You all have, like, at minimum, the EVA module. So you do see many of the ship systems here. What stands out among them is the cryo bay, which currently is its own small, horrific scene. It looks like there was some sort of last-ditch scramble for survival as the crew, rather, tried to go into emergency cryo sleep. But there's evidence of more damage here than was even apparent from the outside. There's leaking in the atmosphere, and it seems not every crew member made it to the cryo tanks in time. But the ones that did, unfortunately for them, it seems as though the power had died. I'll say this without a roll because this would be pretty obvious for you. Compared to everything else, it doesn't seem like the power went out instantly. It looks like the tanks only went offline like a couple of years ago, relative to how old the rest of the ship looks.
Well, that's horrifying.
As you're moving through the craft, you can see that the reason for the power outage is very obvious. And this is also, like, you don't need to investigate this. The reactor is missing. Not just missing, in its place is a perfectly spherical gap.
Mm. Oh. This ain't making me any more comfortable.
Let's go.
When you say a perfectly spherical gap, do you mean like a hole in space, ripping the time space, or just a gap in the machinery?
In the machinery.
Okay.
Like
Someone just
clean
took
cut
already
gap.
stuff.
Yeah, actually, since you're here, like, you can just investigate this if you would like to as well, or do like a quick scan with your mech systems.
Yeah, let's take a look.
You're saying there's like a clean cut gap where that thing was supposed to be.
Yes, where the reactor once was.
Could
Or
I
where it ought
use
to be.
my repair and maintain skill to have a look at this and see if I can
Yeah.
tell?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
19.
Ooh. With a 19, you're able to, like, you probably use your mech or your, like, very keen eyes on this scan.
Yes.
You'll see that it's, like, where the reactor once was, this spherical gap, it's smooth, like, down to the atomic level. It looks as if it may have been teleported out of there somehow.
Mm.
Or just displaced in some way. But again, whatever it was happened after the ship crash.
Mhm.
So from the sounds of it, those people probably could have survived, but someone wanted a nice, pretty engine.
Yeah, but why would you? because this seemed to happen years after that. So what we're saying is the reactor was stolen a couple of years ago, and that's why the power went out,
Right.
killing all the people. But this crash happened longer ago than that.
Right.
So somebody came along quite a bit after the fact and sold some shit without rescuing the survivors.
And with some pretty heavy duty technology to teleport that precisely in that much matter.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is some fucking corpo bullshit just came in here and fucking murdered some people for some old tech.
Yep, that it seems to be the case. Very
Cool.
Very agrees with one.
Yeah, glad we got that
Okay,
straight.
great.
But
Do we have the printer part?
not yet.
No, yeah.
Nah, it's on the other ship.
Let's go look. Look, I'm not saying this isn't bullshit, but I am saying this is way outside of what I'm getting paid for.
You ain't getting paid for shit.
Exactly.
We're getting paid with the right to live, which apparently is
Yeah, but here's the thing. I've had to
High
kill people
price.
for a living. Trust me, I'm not getting involved in any more bullshit that's gonna raise my bounty higher.
I don't
Yeah.
like
Probably.
this to begin with. so.
Let's keep moving toward the tachyon.
Okay.
See if we can find a way to get in this stupid piece of shit.
You know, make my fingers bleed if I keep chewing my nails like this.
So there is the
You can tell when HVAC is getting more and more frustrated and annoyed, and because she just starts mumbling like curse words and
there is the 4 section of the Weasel if you want to examine that, looking for a way into the tachyon.
I will
We don't
say,
find it on the aft, then yeah, we'll go to the 4.
every now and then the fire hydrant lurches a tiny bit because Milo keeps bouncing his knee in anticipation.
Oh, well, fair enough. But as for the Weasel itself, on the front half of the ship, the bridge and crew modules are, relatively structurally sound. In fact, you are able to take note that some of the flight recorders are still there. It would take you probably more time than you have to go over the flight logs, but if you would like to, you can attempt to get the data or the last remaining data from the flight recorders.
Is there a black box we can nab?
Yeah.
I'm gonna nab that and
Puppy
let's
fetch.
just salvage the equipment, and we'll let the data people deal with the stuff that's on it later.
those people smarter than us.
Siren and the other one, Shelby.
Shelley.
Shelly, yes.
Although, yeah, if there was a clone of Shelly, I guess Shelby would be
No, it's Shelly with an IE.
Oh, of course. I will say, if you want to access the very last message, you can do that. It'll just take you more time than you have to access everything.
I mean, I guess
Yeah,
if we can
Do that after we collect it.
turn it
Puppy,
on and
get
just
it.
have
Good
it
pup.
read off to us as we go.
Since Puppy has the little arms, let him grab it and get the box, and
Mm-hmm.
he can dial up the last message as we make our way through.
Okay. So yeah, easy enough to do. You can bring up the very last message recorded. It looks like it came in 3 years ago. And it was a message that it was recorded right before the impact. According to the data on the ship, it seems like that was the last thing that happened until a year after that, when the reactor somehow went offline. In the
You
recording,
say somehow, we know how it went offline.
I mean, the ship doesn't know. But you do see some data within the flight recorders. There's a handful of messages towards the time of the impact. The first message says, non-standard gravimetric sensor contact, flag for analysis. A few seconds later, a message saying, danger, proximity alert, starboard midship, 400 meters in closing. 400, well, I guess that'll be 400 miles in closing. And then, very shortly after that, collision warnings. All in the space of about 14 seconds.
Man, that thing was moving fast.
Yeah. It seems that the tachyon seemed to have just appeared and then within that time crashed into the Weasel.
All right, we need to get aboard this stupid fucking ship.
Yeah.
I'm getting mad about this. I don't even know none of these people.
Well, it does seem doable. I will say after all this time that you spent on it, the hull of the tachyon, it is cracked, but not breached at the point of the impact.
Back up.
Okay.
Well, what's the play here?
Back up.
Back up? All right.
And loading the anti-material rifle, basically aiming at the crack to make an opening.
You know that ain't gonna be quiet, right?
I don't think anything we
wanted
have
us-
will be much quieter.
If something wanted us, they'd be here.
I'm just pointing shit out. I ain't
Look,
saying don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm not as paranoid as you all. We've handled worse threats.
I don't think we have.
All
I
right.
think we need the damn part. And firing.
Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to make you roll to hit. It's a big ship.
Say the ship that isn't moving. And I'm a sniper.
Yeah, no, you can most certainly make the attack. You can fire off a round. Yeah, it can. So you are firing a sniper round, so it's not necessarily something like massive and explosive, but you are going to be able to puncture a larger hole into where it's already cracked, and sort of pierce into the hull of the ship.
How large is this hole? I think technically I have the smallest mech.
Also, once we have a bigger one, we have HVAC. I'm sure HVAC could pull apart enough to let us all through.
Hey, pup. Thermite.
Yes, ma'am.
That is a viable option.
Just right at the entrance.
But after you make that shot, a siren pops up over the comms. Heads up, Marines. Tachyon just opened comms. I think you should hear this.
Cool.
Sound
And
good?
A threatening voice over the comms declares, hostile actor, you are in violation of Union Emergency Directive Gamma. Use of lethal force is authorized, and weapons are primed. Surrender immediately or be destroyed. And then Siren just cuts back in saying, so yeah, they're saying that, right? But
There's
they
no
don't
weapon.
have, they don't have weapons.
That's a.
Well, they ain't got weapons we can see.
it's
Look, most importantly, just
Be-
get the engines running and get ready to move because they may not have weapons, but we saw what they did without weapons to the Weasel, so I'd rather you not be in the
Man.
way. Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question, and I have a question that I'm gonna mix with another question.
Fire away.
Milo's background is a Farfield team member.
Yes.
What do you think that would give him some understanding of how these codes would work?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will tell you immediately, since you have that background, and anyone who may have some direct Union experience, you don't recognize Emergency Directive Gamma.
Now, could I use charm to try and get emergency overhead to pretty much act as
we are a rescue team trying to create an entrance that then we can evacuate any remaining inhabitants.
Do you mean emergency override?
Yes, that's what I meant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, make a charm roll.
I'm worried.
We are too.
12.
With a 12, the voice will return and just say, "Surrender immediately."
Dang it.
I just want to charm a robot.
Could have
Well,
been an AI.
yeah, it could have been an AI, and also, does it really hurt to try and use its own language against it? I mean, if we could have gotten some sort of resolution that didn't have some violent undertones.
Okay, well, I think we should tell this thing, no, fuck off, in the most animated of terms as we possibly can. Thermite that hole.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my thermite charge.
Okay. Yeah, you
Just
Just-
stand back.
don't have to
Stand
roll
back.
anything for it. It's fine.
You know thermite's not explosive. You don't know what thermite is, do you? You just mix things together and hope.
I'm only saying stand back because this thing does have a bit of a range on it.
Stand back because it's him doing it and you never know what might happen.
That's so true.
Stand back because I'm not sure I sealed it properly.
Oh,
No.
Oh dear.
oh my.
So don't get melted.
Okay, so you can plant the thermite charge, and it starts going off this fizzing, fiery effect. It starts melting through the hull.
Yeah, I did do that right.
And the voice comes back, just saying, "Surrender immediately! Surrender immediately! Surrender!" And sort
Okay.
of fades away as you're able to breach through this hold. It looks like you found yourself in one of the hangar bays of the ship, or a docking bay, sort of mounted in the fore of the Tachyon. You see like a handful of docking cradles for like ships or smaller ships and mechs, all of them empty. There is a handful of combat drones who are standing there with weapons drawn, but they are all inert. It seems that their batteries are dead.
Oh.
More importantly, though, they're not facing like the airlock of the ship. They're facing towards the interior.
They're facing the interior of the ship. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Somebody else has been here and has stolen shit before we got here.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think there's a non-zero chance that we aren't gonna get what we want.
No, we're not. Let's just go look and make sure so we can say we tried.
Fair enough. And I will say, like, you can move around within your mechs in this space.
All right. You're on point, Furnace.
Yep, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see if I can rip open the back of one of those drones real quick?
Yeah.
Rip it open, see if I can't tear anything out that might be of value.
You can certainly try to do so.
I mean, I feel like before you ripped it open, the drone would have been of value.
Well, there's
Yeah, so
other
are these
ones. There's
broken
other ones.
pieces valuable?
There's other drones.
Yeah.
Glad
Just
you
rip
took
it
your
open
aggression.
one.
It's like a puppy with a chew toy. He's just so excited. He doesn't know what to do. Got to get that squeaker.
So I will
I also
say,
want to see if there's anything I could, because I mean, if I can find anything to hook up that battery to, I could make something that could either function as an EMP or an explosive.
I am more worried about that statement than you realize.
Yeah.
So, opening up this drone, you might find one that stands out. There are some that look like they're half melted, essentially. But this one seems to be like it was stuck in the middle of moving, but then its battery died. You think you have enough tech on you that you think you could give it a kick for enough power for like a minute or so?
That feels like flying too close to the sun.
All right, moving forward.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
not
go.
gonna. I'm not
You
gonna.
don't
I'm
wanna
not gonna
tempt
power. I don't want to power on something that very clearly has the first thought of shooting any intruders.
Well, again, it wasn't aiming like outside. It wasn't aiming towards the door of the dock. Well, it was aiming like into the ship while in the docking bay.
That is nowhere near comforting.
Fair
That
enough.
is-
That's
Still-
actually more concerning, if
Yeah.
we're being honest.
Well, I mean, we're talking about intruders.
Intruders as opposed to extruders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we aren't classified as intruders after we shot and used thermite to enter this place.
I mean, I didn't know that. It was asleep. But, you know, I'm not trying to talk you into this. You had the right thought.
Yeah.
Apparently enough concussions and you came around, so you did good. That's right. Don't
like
power up the
Gandhi
hostile bot.
in the Civ games.
All right, I'm just going to start moving
Got so
forward.
low
These,
it went
Yeah,
back to the
same.
top.
these jackasses can follow or not. I don't
Oh
care.
no, Lupo is about to leave without you.
So, this being what you're doing, if you have some sort of skill to apply to investigating the ship, I will take rolls from everybody, and we will.
I'll use investigate.
I'll just use straight up rolls.
17.
Never before have I rolled as many nat ones as I have as this session.
Then, survive is a good call.
It seemed like an appropriate response.
I love how you said anything that seems fitting. I was like, oh, investigate.
Okay.
Not die.
So moving.
I
in-
am
Yep.
rigid with fear. I cannot focus on anything.
That's totally fair. Moving into the ship itself, you can see it's essentially in a half-finished state. It looks like, of course, the basic structure of it is complete, but some of the fittings are missing. You see a lot of evidence of ongoing construction that seems to have stopped suddenly, along with just some general disarray. It looks like the ship has undergone decompression, which is weird given that the hull was intact when you arrived.
Yeah.
Mm.
But as you move forward, Milo, Rover, moving through this space, you suddenly get a warning on your mech sensor systems.
Ugh.
The structural elements of the ship just ahead of you, they appear to be glowing hot to a point that would cause significant damage to your mech if you were to touch them.
Yeah, no. What?
However,
Glowing.
it is, of course, strange given the fact that you are in the vacuum of space.
Nothing about this is normal or okay or even something we can begin to just hand wave. We are walking into a complete unknown. Why are we?
B, are you okay? Did we lose you? The space madness get you? Do you need a binky? What's up?
I feel like I have been so fearless up to now. This place, it just sets off every danger, every warning, every built-in built-in flag that tells me I don't want to go in there.
Then don't.
Okay, but what are you yakking about right now?
All right, buddy, we're just walking here, and you kind of went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
The my sensors
Uh-huh.
have told me that up ahead of us is an area so incredibly hot that it would wreck my mech.
Alright.
I'm not
Yeah.
picking that up. Is
I'm just
anyone
gonna-
else?
Are any
Pause.
of the rest of us picking that up?
At this moment, no.
I'm
And
going to gently throw a smoke grenade into that area up ahead where his sensors are saying, because if it's that hot, the smoke grenade should show a sign.
Cook off, most likely.
Yep. Like, I'm not pulling it, but if it's that hot, it would activate.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw that ahead to see if it activates.
So, a couple of things happen, or one thing doesn't happen, in that the grenade lands, it seems to have no effect. But Milo, that heat source starts to, it seems as though it's moving, and then it just seems to essentially just disappear. And I will say at this point, you notice that the internal chronometer on your mech has started to, like, drift out of sync with the other ones.
And we're walking.
Let's move. I'm picking back up my smoke grenade.
Lupo, while you're
Yeah?
doing some investigating, as you move forward, you're able to notice that the ship's internal power systems, they're unfinished like most of the ship. So some parts are unlit. There's only like some leftover construction lighting. But it's not like just unfinished. In some areas, it looks like there was a power surge that caused some damage that overloaded like the fail safes of the entire system itself. As you're moving through, you do note a temporary canteen, which looks like it was set up for the construction workers who would have been, like a ship this size, they would have had to build it in 0G. You do see what looks like a temporary canteen for them. You do see some food packs that are floating loosely in space.
I will try to grab any of those. We can always use more food.
Moving towards it, so like when you first spot it, like it looks completely fresh. It looks even edible, really. You do see a bunch of, you see a handful of Calvin Patch Kids. But once you move towards it, it suddenly, right before your eyes, each piece of food just starts to rot. The Calvin Patch Kids suddenly contracting on each other and become rock solid.
Fucking rock solid Calvin.
I don't know why I'm contributing to this.
Alright. Oh,
Because it's fun.
I think it's time to just admit everything here is fucked up. Just part. Oh,
That
I'm
is-
saying fucked up as in not right, not saying fucked up as in we're about to get murdered.
Little one, little two.
Moving forward.
Let's keep going.
Moving forward.
Just want the part.
HVAC. With your role, so moving forward, and I guess between all of you, but maybe taking HVAC's lead, you are able to access some of the more internal systems of the ship. Getting some data, it's hard to parse. But you do pick up on a couple of things. For one, as you're moving through, you may end up in like some sort of radar or sensor system room where you'd find some data on the ship itself. The room itself, something about it is just causing you a headache. It's like as if as you look around the room, it's like the angles of the walls, there's more than 360 degrees somehow. Like the room is spiraling on itself. So you may experience like a brief sense of unease or queasiness, but you are able to pass through it. And I will say that you are able to pick up some of the ship's internal data. Something that immediately stands out to you is the ship's chronometer. It lists the time and date as Cradle Standard Time 4:51, April 13th, 54:24 U. which is a date that is more than 400 years in the future.
Oh, I feel sick.
And lastly, Wade.
I'm fine. Look at that. Moving on. All right.
Ah,
That's great.
With the results of your check, I think maybe you're able to better withstand the dizzying senses of this room as you're moving through the ship space. But I will say that your mech sensors ping movement ahead of you.
Not falling for that one again, girl. Like, this was a funny joke the first time. Now you're just being mean. I'm not even going to put it out in the columns.
All right.
I'm just going to keep it to myself and talk to Jezebel like you talk to your car when it starts acting up a little bit. Nope, I appreciate it, honey, but you just calm down. I thank you. We'll be okay.
Your check engine light is just on because you're too hot. It's okay, baby.
Yeah. We're going to make it out of here, girl. Don't you worry none.
Yeah.
Just be ready.
Jezebel almost twitches as if she's trying to point to something again. And if you were to look, you would see a brief glimpse of ahead of you what looks like Jezebel rounding a corner before vanishing.
You know what, girl? You're right. You look better from the back than you do from the front, but I love you both ways. You're just the prettiest little thing in the galaxy here. I'm so glad I have the comms on mute. Otherwise, they would be very much laughing at me right now.
I have a question.
What's up?
Just for the general group. My clock's off. Anyone else having that? Or did I just not set it right?
What?
Because something's reading wrong. And I want to make sure it's just
I
me.
think you're all types of fucked up right now.
No, not me. Not me. Not my clock. Like, my physical clock. I mean, the clock in your mech.
How do you know it's
Yeah.
wrong?
Your sensors were also wrong. I think your mech's just fucked up.
Like
Well,
you
I
said,
got-
the halo from the planet is probably messing with their sensors and throwing things off.
Mm-hmm.
I did say that earlier, didn't I? I said I did make a mention. But no,
Well, the ship itself seems to think it's 400 years.
Well, the ship is
in the
wrecked.
future.
The ship's been wrecked for 3 years now. That thing, our mechs just got repaired. So unless someone messed up my sensors when I wasn't looking, there's something going on.
Yep, moving forward.
Moving on. Let's go.
I will say with the ship data that you've been able to acquire, you are able to know the path towards the fabricator room where the printer would be housed. You do pick up on a handful of other points of data as well, given your results here. So one of them being that there are some unresolved security alerts in the system. The first being 3 years ago, something went ship-wide, with another alert an hour after that. There's a third security alert 2 years ago. That seems to be coming from the ship's NHP module, similar to the one that Siren would be stored on within your own ship. And then the last alert seems to be a short time ago. It looks like it was regarding the arrival of you, exploding your way into the ship. In addition...
So
Yep.
the second one was, so the first one was 3 years ago, which we have to assume was the crash. Or just before it. Whatever, maybe caused the crash. The second one is just a couple of hours after that, you said?
Yeah, just an hour after the first.
Okay. And then another one 2 years after the first one?
Yes. Specifically related to the onboard ship NHP.
So this thing has an NHP on it?
It would have a ship this size would have had one to manage like flight and calculations and everything.
Okay, where is it?
Well, that's a fun question.
My best guess is a data stream on some black box that got half wrecked.
Okay, but an NHP is it's not just data. It's an entity. They don't just ban it. I'm contacting Siren.
Yep, Siren responds. Also, I think we forgot switch on the ship.
Yeah, we did.
Oh no, we definitely left Switch there. We told him we'd take a couple of his drones, but he ain't coming on this.
That's
he's
totally
not
fair.
coming.
Bad news, everyone. Switch died horribly. So no more streams. We are uploading the footage, though.
Hey, Siren, you still there?
Still here.
I gotta. This might be kind of a personal question. If something was to happen to the ship that you were on, something weird, where there's no survivors, some power surge, some crazy shit happens to the Dragon's Tooth, where do you go?
There's like a long pause before she answers, but then she does say, I would be stuck on the ship. I would be by myself until...
Right. So, like, then if some crazy fucking mechs came onto the ship years later, you'd still, like, you'd be there, right?
If no one removed the device that was attached to, the casket I was attached to.
Right. Because this ship has an NHP, but it's not here. It does not seem to... Its presence does not seem to be present.
I have a question. Siren, do you have a unique sensor signature that would give me some form of basis to go off of to try and see if I can't find any, even just a trace left behind by whatever NHP was here before?
She will say to that, sure, if you were to analyze the NHP that was there previously. I mean, if you had a signal like that for me, you could try to find me, or if someone made a fragment of me, you could find that too.
So, I guess what I'm asking is there like a... I don't know the exact... I don't know that much about NHPs. I'm going to be honest. They're outside of my field of expertise. But is there some baseline we can use to see if there's any leftovers, some sort of footprint from whatever was here?
She will just say, well, you have to find where it was stored, but perhaps it depends on how it was removed.
Do we know where an NHP's casket is usually stored on a ship?
I think at this point,
I assume there's some sort of...
Yeah, you have a general map of the ship,
standard...
so you can find that, yeah.
That's what OSHA's for.
Yeah. I have to assume that there's some kind of standard placement.
Yes.
So, I mean, depending on how how it goes after we find the printer piece. Maybe we can try and recover the casket. Is that what you're thinking, HVAC?
I mean, I think we need to know if it's still here or not. Because if
Fair.
not, somebody came in and fucking stole an NHP
It's a lot of things, yeah.
for some indeterminate reason. That's
No,
some
I
fucked up
gotcha.
shit.
Why would they steal an NHP? Well, I mean, I could see the reason for it, but
It's an experimental ship full of random crap. What knows more than the HP that's attached to it?
Exactly.
oh, but
No.
why not
So
just?
let's.
Anyway, let's make our way.
Attitude.
Look, here, we're just make our way to the printer. See what kind of fucking. God damn it! And I just just goes into mumble mode.
Okay.
Oh, once again, Lupo's just gonna keep going.
Gosh darn, Marissa conjunctive monkey.
So I will say that you are able to find the whichever room you want to go to first, whether it's the fabrication room where the printer would be, or the
Fabrication.
Fabrication.
Fabrication room first, because that is our actual mission.
okay. So you are able to find your way towards the fabrication room. It looks like there's a number of databanks here as well. But with good fortune, you do see the large printer, and it seems to be in working order.
Thank fuck.
Remember the rules,
Well.
puppy? Unplug the power first, like you said.
Yeah, not. Yeah.
All right, I'm specifically gonna look for the Delta 5 power relay because that is the piece we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that is easy enough to do now that since you have the description of it.
Actually, if possible, is there any other in working order parts we could just grab?
Oh yeah, we'll take the other parts that might help, but
Yeah.
we want to make sure we get the part we actually
Oh,
need
of course.
first.
It's just the what else is working?
I would-
HVAC.
Oh.
HVAC. I'm not in the best state. Would you mind helping me with this? I feel like as much as I know, I don't feel comfortable.
Go way
fully.
outside, Poppy.
Yeah, you need some fresh air? Go for it.
No, I don't
Don't
want to be away
breathe
from
out
the
there.
group.
Figuratively, please.
I want to stay with y'all. I just everything
everybody
about this
focus
is
up.
wrong.
Focus up.
Yeah, yep. He slaps both sides of his face a couple times. Okay.
So can I get a roll, please, just to investigate and see if you can find anything else that's useful in here?
Aye, boss. That's my one skill.
I did say the
16.
word investigate.
If you'd like, I can use spot instead, but it's the same difference.
That's totally fine. So I will say with that, you are able to find some leftover materials, and you are able to find just some leftover data within the ship logbooks.
Awesome.
A little potatoes with their steak. All right.
The good news is that you find enough leftover functional materials here, many construction materials as well, and some leftover stuff from the printer. There's enough here to gain 2 extra repairs.
Awesome. I am taking one of those.
Can I have the other?
Sure.
Thank you.
In addition, you managed to find a logbook for the ship itself. It indicates a couple of things. First off, it references an organization called Fourthcom, which is helmed by a ruling body that unironically calls itself the Council of Tyrants. Lupo might specifically stand out to you because you would know that Union is currently under the title of Third Com, as in Third Committee, the third version of Union.
And what is the
In the
Fourth.
logbook, it says Fourth Com.
The Council of Tyrants.
Yes, helmed by the Council of Tyrants. As well, you do see some information on the ship itself. It looks like it was a test vehicle for an experimental faster-than-light propulsion system. Very obviously
Why?
a top-secret project, so there's no details on who, paid for it or sponsored it. But with the result of your check, there's an indication that it has something to do with Union. There's like code words that you would think are related to Union, but not much beyond that.
Anything I'd recognize?
Um,
Or is it all just flying over my head?
I mean, he did spend a whole week learning lead speak.
I think you do have a history with Union if you want to, I guess, also apply a roll to that.
So, what do you want me to roll for it again, or just use my roll I already have?
Oh, I could take a roll from Rover just to
Gotcha.
see if you
I mean, I don't have anything I could specifically roll.
I'll take a flat d20. It's fine.
flat d20.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna roll another one.
Okay.
That is.
You, I have a
called
question.
that.
Do
Wow.
you roll a 1 every time you roll a straight d20?
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't.
What is happening?
I'm making sure it's not bugged.
That's.
Roll a d20 again.
It's not
roll-
bugged.
roll-
It's
roll
just
another
puppy.
d20. Oh, that's a d12. Hold on.
Roll a d12 for the future. It might help you.
I got
Maybe
12.
that's all. Okay.
Okay, so it's not bugged. Cool. Just making sure.
It's just me.
Look, I just had to make sure you were the common denominator.
I am the common denominator.
He's not a failure. He's just Ken.
Is there are there any notations on when this ship was like started?
All the data indicates that the project began essentially 400 years in the future.
Cool.
Oh, this. Fuck, time travel?
Well, I mean, if they're fucking around with FTLs, that's
Yeah, that's about as close as we can realistically get to it.
it's not. I suppose not out of the realm of possibility.
And also why you accidentally ram another ship if you don't realize it's there 400
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Or why it seemed to flicker in and out before it hit it, or
Right.
why the other ship wouldn't try to take evasive action if they saw a big ass ship coming at them.
So, then why was the other one stolen from more than this one?
'Cause
The only one that they could find, maybe. Or the only one that they could get into.
Or,
I mean, if it was a teleporter, it's a chance they weren't even nearby. They had it at a range.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't want to
that's
fuck with something
probably
you don't
it.
know about.
Why are we? This thing's weapons and shit are gone. So why are we assuming
Yeah, you're
that
right.
that it's the only one it stole from? Maybe they couldn't teleport They couldn't teleport anything from the inside of the place, but everything on the outside that was worth a shit seems to be gone.
That too. I'm just saying.
I
sounds
will
like we need
also mention, just in case, that the ship does seem to have been under construction.
And also that.
yeah, it's experimental. Maybe it wasn't armed, but let's see if we can find a casket then.
Yeah,
This-
let's look for the casket and then get the fuck off this fucking crazy ass thing.
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
Adam.
So, I don't need a roll because you do, at this point, you've investigated enough to know where the casket is. Trekking through the halls of the ship. Couple of things happen.
We find it, we pick it
Awesome.
up, nothing bad happens, we leave, right? That's 4 things.
I, for
Yes.
one, welcome my new
Yeah.
fucking elder
Objective.
god overlords.
I hope so. So,
What do you mean by that?
I don't want to say I told you so, but
moving through the ship, all of you begin to pick up on the movement of a heat source. It starts like along the walls. They begin to ripple. There's a pattern of veins, quills, barbs, a pattern of feathers that seems to dance along the wall as if something was moving through it. Ahead of you on the ground, you can see the 4-pronged footprints that seem to like heat up and melt into the metal of the ship itself.
Anyone else's sensors picking up this BS?
All of you are
This
picking
turkey
up this.
door nonsense, yeah.
Okay, it's not just me this time. Okay.
All of you
So-
are picking up on this BS. It seems like something invisible but very hot is moving towards you.
Can I just say this popped up on my sensors earlier, and y'all told me it was just an issue.
It's still
with
an
my
issue,
sensors?
but it's
Well,
now
it's
a
an
much bigger
issue.
issue.
It's a much bigger one.
As this continues, your mech sound system spits out some sort of garbled bird-like screech. Your reactor's alarm blare, your fail-safes kick in. Just your mech is acting as though the world around it has suddenly burst into flame. And
Oh, I should be
then
fine then.
in a blink, it returns to normal.
This is some time shit. This is some weird ass time shit.
Why are we still here? Can we just? Can we even just I don't know, tear our way to that?
So the
We're
phrase you're
moving
looking for is removing.
removing. Since you were looking for the NHP itself, you are able to take note that the room where the casket would be stored is essentially a disaster area. The module doors where it would have been stored, they have been forced open, very clearly forced open from the inside.
God damn it. Hey, Siren. Siren, you still with us?
Siren takes a moment to respond and then replies, and you can hear alarms within the Dragon's Tooth ship going off, as well as
Motherfucker.
Switch yelling something with alarm. And Siren says, "Hang on, Marines. There's 3 corvettes and a cruiser that just dropped out of Nearlight."
Let's go.
And she pauses as if she's like scanning. God damn, it's the Hellhounds. I'm already dodging missile fire, and they're launching boarding-craft the Tachyon.
On our way.
Yeah, we're coming out.
Well, you
Let's
better
go.
hurry. You've got to... And then she gets cut off.
Oh shit.
Her warning is drowned out by static. And
Let's
on the STF, as we round out the session, on the STF, a new signal comes through. Now, you're familiar with near-light bolt travel. It's not as smooth as regular space travel. It's essentially like hurling yourself at near light speed. And if you're not prepared for it, it can cause some serious damage to your body as you're essentially accelerating yourself to near light speed in an instant. So you are able to recognize the symptoms of such a thing. But what stands out more to you is the face of the scarred man sitting in the cockpit of a mech, who is now looking at all of you with a stare that could strip paint off a wall, and a rumbling chuckle as you see the face of Andros Capella.
Fucker.
There you are. Well, look who it is. You're the ones who've been messing with everything I've got going on, aren't you? Not every day I get to kill 2 crabs with 1 wrench. And once you're out of the way, I can deal with this ship and give the Psycho what he wants, and things will finally go back to normal. And you hear the sound of a Hellhound dropship crashing into the hangar as his crew disembarks. And he sneers at all of you, saying, "You have no idea how much trouble you're
How much
in."
trouble we're in.
I was about to say to him, so should I expect or not the trouble we're about to be in?
Oh, you definitely should.
Well, I
I
was going to, but I was
150
like, I don't want to cut off Calvin's flow. But no, if I was allowed to, Lupo doesn't give a shit. Lupo would have interrupted with, "Oh,
Yeah.
is that trouble we didn't know we were in finally here?"
It sure is.
No, HVAC 100% pushes the button and says it with him in like the most mocking tone that she can muster.
Trouble you're in.
I don't sound like that.
You sounding it.
Oh, you
But-
very much do.
We are, that is going to be the end of the session for now. A lot of stuff occurred within that last half. Some strange ships, a possibly stranger man.
Uh, Andros's face is slightly out of.
Oh, oh no, stream
They
can't
can
see.
only see a half of it.
I
That's what we
felt
need.
There
I
he
felt
is.
God, he's
more
ugly.
fear than I have ever felt before, thinking we were gonna have another Turkey Dora, where my tech-based character would be completely useless.
No.
Ugh.
Well, you could have tried to charm the turkey.
So I like the idea that Turkey Dora is in canon or in universe canon. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a story that everyone has heard, passed
course.
down from Lancer to Lancer.
I like that.
Everyone knows the tale of the Turkey Dora and its 3 little hatchlings, or one hatch. I don't remember
It
how
was
many
one
there were.
hatchling. It just had 3 heads.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for now. We did do a lot of stuff in the last half, and I think when we come back next week, we'll be finding out how much trouble you are in. Thanks a ton, everybody out there, for swinging by and watching. I will rattle off some announcements and then let the players say bye, and then we will head off for the night. Or head off into the night, rather. Tomorrow, Guardians of Haven is back as we're getting closer to the finale of that game. The entire campaign has been upended, so we will see how things turn out. On Thursday, Birds of a Feather is back on Thursday, I believe?
Yep.
Or streaming
Yes.
on Thursday. That new Muse and Mastermind series, as well as a new episode of the Titan City serial. Then next Monday, Alex has his office hours, where there's a bunch of Fallout stuff going on with the Fallout solo TTRPG, as well as playing New Vegas. And then next Tuesday, Why Do I Hear Boss Music? Because it'll be a big whole fight against Andros Capella, the Hound of Hell. And it'll be really cool, I think.
I failed to kill that bitch once. I ain't failing again.
I mean, I hope not. I'm rooting for you.
I got a crit in me. We'll make this fight go good.
I'm going to pass it off to the players and let them say their goodbyes, going in reverse alphabetical order, and I'll start with Wiki.
Bye, I'm Wiki.
Great job, Wiki.
Thank you, Wiki.
Tell me more, Wiki.
I've been Tegan. I will not stop existing after you stop perceiving me. I made a deal with a witch named Elphaba, and I will continue to live now.
Nuh-uh. I said I kept you alive when you stopped existing.
I don't exist on any social media outside of this. And I had the fear of God put in me today. Jimmy.
I apparently got my role taken by a witch named Elphaba. Fucking bitch. I love it here. I love getting to be an asshole. I don't have anything pitched. Come see me on Birds of a Feather. You'll see Wiki too. And yeah. Take care of yourself, drink water, do all that fun stuff. Deuce.
Thank you so much for watching. However you do, those watching live, love having you here as always. Those watching after the fact, leave us a comment. Tell us what we did well, what we did poorly, or what you would do instead. And it is 2026, which means that's right. We're still learning this year. It's a little bit of fun facts for your days of the year. And February 24th, 1968, Wilt Chamberlain was the first NBA player ever to score 25,000 points. Just a little fun fact to throw it in there for you. Now you know. Isn't it great? So, yeah, going with that. Over to Calvin to take us home.
I'm really enjoying these facts.
These facts.
Well,
Feel
I'm
free to
assuming they're
check
true.
them. They are all legit, just like the Kevin facts. 100% real.
Sure.
Well, yes, I am the Calvin. If you are on YouTube, please check out the Win with Dice channel, where we have gaming streams and tabletop RPG podcasting. Had some guests from the Bring Your Own Mech podcast on recently, as well as Joel talking about the Dollhouse RPG that he just put out, which has some very cool vibes, so check out all that stuff. But with that, we're gonna head off, so I'll just say goodnight, and don't go on any strange time ships.
Do it. Do it.
Well,
do it.
time
Do it.
up the old domestic trail.
Well, yep. Well.
Night, everybody. And we are